Any universe in which Candace Owens is a Yu-Gi-Oh fan is a weird place to live in. But anyway,
Okay, say, dude.
What up, everybody?
Yeah, hey everybody, you're watching the Nerdgasm podcast. I don't get Superman. For me, Superman's worse. And I'm not talking about in this movie or in the.
Is Appa the Chewie of the Avatar group?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'll behave. I'll behave. Okay. Hi, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of not the Geek Spot. What the
hey
hell is
man, I
wrong with me?
remember your show, the Nerdgasm podcast.
Where are my lines? I cannot work in this environment. Can someone please tell management that I have to have my lines?
We'll speak to the producers. We'll speak to
No,
the
this
producers.
is such a
What
terrible.
podcast, everyone, guys?
Speak
All
to the
right,
producers.
welcome everyone to the Nerdgasm podcast. Okay. All right. Nerdgasm podcast with an awesome foursome. We have a guest now. Do you see how embarrassed I am? I have a guest in this show, and I'm getting my lines wrong. You know, someone's getting fired. I'm gonna be like Beyonce. You know, there's a part in Beyonce's when Beyonce's busy doing a concert like lights. Somebody's getting fired right in the middle of a song. It's like, yeah, that's someone's getting fired today.
You're tangenting as you start. Yo, brilliant.
You must stop reading the teleprompter, bro. You must just
How can I read it when the teleprompter said the geek spot?
Here we go.
All right. I'm here with my dear friends and guests. I think people should just, once again, like before, take the floor. So I'll just introduce. On the floor today, we've got our friend here, Mr. Extrodin.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mr. Extrodin. I do have a YouTube channel called Mr. Extrodin Things where we dissect a lot of things. First of all, we do dissect movies. That's a podcast called African Frame. We recently did Full Metal Jacket over there, it's talking about Stanley Kubrick. Then I have Africa is Next, where I have BuckMeister Cool, and I have Tebello, and I also have Phila on there, where we talk about all things anime. We've been doing Dragon Ball Z, Bleach. Currently, we did Blue Eyed Samurai, and we're going to be doing Pluto soon. I also
Oh,
have.
nice. Call it the filler arc. We want people to be frustrated like we were when Bleach went to filler.
Yes. Basically, that's the filler episode that we're currently doing. But yeah, I also have a hip hop podcast over there, and I have a podcast where I basically just do interviews. I just interview like creatives, whether it's someone who has a comic book or someone who did an animated thing, or just people who are in the creative space. So yeah, that's me.
And take it away, Mr. Buckmeister.
What is up, everybody in the Nerdgasm podcast? Now I can't talk. Somebody's getting fired.
This is this episode. Someone's getting fired. That's what we're gonna call it.
What is up, everybody in the Nerdgasm podcast? It's your boy BuckMeister Cool, twice the nice that you are used to. Shablamson. You can find me on BuckMeister Cool Reacts, and you can find me on Meister Geek Media. Hashtag Recast the Child campaign, BuckMeister Cool on most of my social medias, if not all of my social medias. And yeah, we're here to duel.
Yay! And
Duel!
for the first time
Let's go.
in this channel, in this particular channel,
Is everything working? Am I live still?
you know, are we live? Is everything going on? I'm so sorry, Mr. Awali. He's such an esteemed guest. He
Has
is.
person been fired yet?
You know,
Is he still in the office?
I am so sorry. I
We
think
are replacing the staff as we speak.
I
As we go
I
down.
think my staff lost the one brain cell they usually rub against to get anything done here today. So I sincerely apologize. This is not usually the way things happen in this production company. You know, KC Media prides itself in being a professional, ethical. Did I just quote Kim Kardashian? Oh my
Lord.
God! It's not professional and it's not ethical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
Mr. Awali, you were introducing yourself.
Oh, well, let me go.
Mr. Awali,
Hey guys,
please.
from Nerdgasm Podcast.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know.
correct.
Nerdgasm Podcast. Hey guys, I'm Awali, writer of this thing over here. As you can
Why is
see,
it blurring?
is it blurry? I don't know. Let's see.
Just
Hello.
Siri,
Yeah.
watch
Being
you.
censored. I'm being
There we go.
There you
censored,
go.
guys.
There you go.
I'm a mangaka artist. I also do editing, so you can find me on my own YouTube channel. I am starting to try and grow that as well on Awali Comics, and I am the editor for Mr. Wilson is Live, a YouTube channel trying to reach 100,000 subscribers.
nice.
Awesome, nice. Let me tell you guys, I think he's the first person to have commented in the very first video I dropped in this channel.
Let's go.
Mr. Awali, like 100 back in.
I still gotta get you for geek blasphemy. Like we still gotta get around to geek blasphemy.
Right.
Geek heresy. Sorry, I have to change the name because of trademark.
Our stuff is off. You see, my co-host is now stuck in my co-host is also stuck in the shadow realm. He was taken by
Aye.
Marik.
Hey,
So clearly, everything is
pull the
going.
trap card in.
Everything that's not supposed to be happening is happening today. Anyway, we are here to discuss the.
Yeah, I keep checking up on him whether he's online or not. But yeah, I'm sure he will join us.
yeah, I'm sure you'll join us. Yeah, so we're talking. Wait,
we are back
what
at the
happened
Judas
before?
Kind. Oh no, we touched on the Noah arc. It sucks, and
Oh.
now we are back at the real product of the Battle City semifinals. Basically, is it semifinals? Yeah, it is the semifinals.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
at this point, we have the only people who are still technically conscious would be Joey,
Uh-huh.
Right.
Joey, Evil Marik,
Yeah.
Yugi Moto, and Seto Kaiba.
Mm-hmm.
Yugi Moto or Yami? Okay, it's the one and the same thing, I guess.
Yami Yugi, which basically
Yeah.
people don't know. Yami means shadow or
Oh,
dark.
Ah.
oh, okay.
But it's
Yeah, no,
cooler that way to call
no,
it
correction,
Yami, though.
correction. Yami
Yami
means
is way
dark.
cooler. It's just a cooler name.
Oh,
For
I thought it meant something that you're craving.
You think Yami is cooler? When
I think the word Yami is cooler than the word dark, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the name.
It
Yugi
sounds
better
way
than
cooler
Yami.
than Yami Yugi than dark Yugi.
So it's Yami means dark. Like not to confuse with shadow. I'm sorry. Shadow is a different word completely. It's Kage.
Kage.
Kage is shadow. Hence Hokage, Kazekage,
Right.
Mitsukage, water shadow, fire shadow, lightning shadow. Like, oh my god, I want to be Hokage. It's like, what? Fires don't have shadows, silly.
Technically, yeah, actually they don't. Ooh.
Anyway, so those four are the only four contenders that are still alive. Conscious. In the
Yeah.
manga, I forgot to highlight, in the manga, the semifinals, most of these characters are quote unquote dead. Like Odeon, got struck by the gods. He's fighting for his life. His penalty for losing the Shadow Realm with Marik is that she's got 24 hours to live.
Oh,
It's not necessarily so.
is she sleeping?
Which makes it funny that all these episodes happened within 24 hours. Dragon Ball Z logic.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I've just accepted that anime has 30. They have 40-hour days. That's just what I'm accepting.
Yeah. There's no other way of explaining it. I wanted to say who else did I want to add in this conversation? Oh yeah. Well, Bakura technically died. It's just that his spirit survived because he kept a piece of himself within Yugi's
Oh,
Millennium.
Okay.
oh, but I thought he was the Shadow Realm, so I thought
He was the shadows, and that's why he claimed that I am the darkness. But then the penalty of that game is that the shadows consumed him, so he technically didn't have a body anymore. But the spirit endured because he kept a piece of its spirit, the darkness, within.
Oh, I thought if you banish himself to himself, that he just decides when he wants to come back.
Yeah, that's why I'm making some corrections.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
20 videos in YouTube last forever, sweetie. So 20 years down the line, someone is going to be like, Candace Owens is gonna have free time because she's not getting fired, and she's gonna watch this podcast and send a huge chapter and say, actually,
There is this gentleman who goes by the name of
Any universe in which Candace Owens is a Yu-Gi-Oh fan is a weird place to live in. But anyway,
Don't be insane, dude.
that'd be like Biden being like, these kids and their Yu-Gi-Oh, they get their facts wrong all the time. What?
no. Biden is old school. It's like, I'm about to go Super Saiyan up in this bitch. Touch me. Oh.
Sir, that is a different anime.
Oh no, he's
But
fallen.
that would work for Biden, wouldn't it? He would be in the wrong
Oh
anime.
no,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
he's fallen over now. Okay.
And that was
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to
Yu-Gi-Oh
watch
would
it.
be like, it's time to do. Biden would go come out.
Okay. Look, you see what happens when Phila's in the shadow realm. We're going to politics. Have you noticed when Phila is not here?
Hey guys, let's stop mocking America. They'll bomb us tomorrow.
Hey.
Yeah, only if they find oil here. Okay, I'll stop.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I'll stop. Okay, I must stop now. Okay.
They'll bomb this podcast specifically.
Hey,
We have to send out a red alert. Nerdgasm is making fun of the
I mean, you
president.
wanted to know who the sixth person was. It could be one of the.
It could be one of them, yes. There's someone there like,
Reporting back to the FBI. Oh,
sir?
these Africans. Mhm.
you need to see this.
I knew there was more to this than just listening to Yu-Gi-Oh.
If you play it backwards, you can hear them say "Destroy America" in the background.
Guys,
Okay.
we're gonna
Yu-Gi-Oh.
deny us our visas. Do you know that? We're gonna one day when I want to go on holiday in Hawaii or something, and then they're gonna like say, okay, we're gonna have to do a background search, and then they're gonna find this video and then deny it. I still plan on going on a honeymoon.
It's just jokes, guys. Come on.
Guys, we have a healthy. I can't bring myself. Okay,
There's a lot
I'm
of
ready
stuff
to move
we like-
on. Thank
Yeah.
you.
There's a lot of stuff we like about America.
He said it.
Moving on.
Thank you.
We have a healthy perspective of the land across the sea.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
This is why we invited him on, to fix our messes. To save our visas.
The man in the hood is not anonymous.
Yeah. Oh wait. Look at me. I'm not wearing a guy from scarf. Look. I'm a Jedi. The Force is cool,
It's
yo.
also part of the LGBTQ. They have to get admitted.
Representation. Ally.
Yes, come on, immediately. You're supposed to just let him through. He just shows the flag, and it's cool, right?
There we go.
You know. I'll go put up a picture. Put a flag up in my wall somewhere. So I'm gonna just put. Look.
Anyway,
Stonewall riots.
Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh.
So I was leading up to that. It starts with the aftermath of the whole Noah arc. SETO Kaiba must have been over the moon. He killed his dad, finally.
I guess. Was he? Because he just like turns around and says, "This was a waste of my time. Back to the real thing."
God game.
SETO Kaiba, like I told you, the art of Delulu. He needs to be.
The real thing is the card game.
Whenever he's angry,
Seto Kaiba is the ultimate character. I can't. It's like just take yourself out of this universe. It's one guy obsessed with winning a card game.
a children's card game.
To the point where he set up a whole tournament, had people flying on balloons, created
Oh
virtual
my God, I want
technology.
to so badly talk about the movie, the final movie. Please,
Okay.
have you already talked about the
Wasting
movie?
company resources, bro.
Dog.
What the hell?
It can't be wasting company resources when the resources exist to serve me in the
Oh
first
no,
place.
this guy.
Yeah.
He reminds me of these guys that I used to know when I was like 13 and took like Yu-Gi-Oh and gaming like to the absolute extreme. Dude, they have like finger gloves. And I actually miss those guys because they were fun to be around. But these guys that used to have like finger gloves and used to always like take it super seriously.
Oh
And
god.
SETO Kaiba is like extreme edge load to the max.
Yeah.
He's still the coolest cat.
Hey dog,
He makes
Ziad,
world
sorry. I apologize even though I'm not responsible, but sorry if you knew anybody like Kaiba in real life. That would be so annoying.
They're all the coolest people
Oh
in
my
the world,
God.
dude. They're so fun to hang out with. They make fantasy come alive, dude. It's
Are
a
you
card
serious?
game.
Like you were playing card games and he was like, Ziad, you're nothing. Your family is nothing.
Exactly, dude.
You know, there's a reason I'm
I
keeping
will
quiet.
destroy you in this next turn with
You
this
come to
particular strategy.
There's a reason why I'm keeping quiet.
I don't know what happened to him. He used to come to the house with like a Yu-Gi-Oh pack, and he had the hands, like the hand gloves, and he was older than us all.
Oh Lord.
But he would take everything so damn seriously, and it was hilarious, dude. You got to get absorbed
Obelisk,
into
attack
this
his
world.
life points directly. Destroy this curve. Bro.
We all played like that when we were younger. We all
That's
did.
why
You
I'm
not be
keeping
like,
quiet
"Ah,
because I feel
destroy
called
that
out.
card."
Well, for me, it wasn't Yugi, it was Magic the Gathering, but still.
You
I-
were
I
the Seto
must
Kaiba of
say.
Magic the Gathering?
I don't, now that I'm thinking back, I wasn't nearly as good as Kaiba. No, so I can't claim the title.
No, Kaiba doesn't play like a real person. Kaiba plays like the plot dictates. Don't
Yeah.
don't do that.
Dude. Like I said, this anime is
It's crazy.
phew. Oh my
Anyway.
god, what was it?
Okay,
let's-
Over
so
the anime.
okay.
Let's
Anyway,
fast forward.
Fast forwarding. Okay, we on the
They're
island.
going-
Let's go
they
to
go
the
up-
Marik duel. Let's just go to the Marik Joey duel.
First, they're going to the tower thing, and
Oh,
there's a
right.
The reason I want to highlight the tower thing is because whatever happens to Joey Wheeler, he called it on himself. I don't care what you guys are gonna say.
Ah,
He called that on himself.
he was trying to help my
Wait, what happened?
He
Okay,
was trying to help my.
so he
Oh.
wanted. So of the four duelists, right? Only two got what they really wanted, because everybody had their own little agenda. Marik wanted to take on the Pharaoh first so he can have his revenge. Satakaba wanted to take on the Pharaoh first because he wanted his slap for the Sky Dragon. Joey wanted Marik because tits. Oh, okay, love.
Yeah, I was just about to be like, don't do that to Mai. She's a character.
She has the biggest ha-has in that anime. I just noticed.
I get that.
Definitely the Matsumoto of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dog.
What? She's the what?
The Matsumoto.
She is not the Matsumoto of Yu-Gi-Oh! She has way
Okay,
more character
okay,
than that.
which-
No, I mean, in terms of
Which character has bigger
How old
boobies
is
than
mine, by the way?
24.
Like compared to Joey.
There's an episode where we're shocked. We're shocked because he told us that Mai is 24. 24.
Isn't he like 16 or like?
Yeah, no, in my head canon, she's 18. I feel like it was a
I will
misprint.
send you the episode where we talked about this. We were shocked.
I'm
as
telling
fuck.
you, I was telling the guys, I was like, in my head, like I feel like the mangaka had to have made her 18. Like I feel like somebody misprinted something somewhere because the way they're writing her, it doesn't make sense.
yeah,
Like
Anyway,
even
we're-
in this particular arc, there's a thing that she does at the end, and I'm like, you cannot be 24. This would not be a
It's not allowed.
24-year-old. Like, first off, you'd be in jail. First off, second of all, like have you met 24-year-old women? They are not. They are not.
They're not that obsessed. They're not that obsessed. We are willing to risk contacting the afterlife to speak to the author of this thing, that episode. Like seriously,
Like we're gonna bypass all our ancestors just to
Ancestors,
find this one guy and just be like, bro, was my 24 or did someone mess up?
that's how bad things got. It's like, no. Anyway,
This Yu-Gi-Oh is really like a 13-year-old's daydream of what
It
life
is.
is like. Honestly.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm just saying though, like a 13-year-old would combust at the thought of an 18-year-old. There's no way a 24-year-old is pushing it too far. I'm like,
grandma levels that.
yeah, no. I mean, I think even anime knows where to draw the line. That's why with lolicons they look like kids, but then they'll be like, "No, she's 28. She's
No,
28."
no. She's 2,800
Years old.
She's
Yes.
28 years old.
She's a 2,000-year-old witch.
Hi,
There we go.
Hi, Rukia.
What do you mean, Rukia? No, you know who the? Have you guys ever watched Seven Deadly Sins? Okay, we're tangenting.
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
Yes, we have.
focus.
And I was just thinking about that very story in particular, like, because
Focus.
okay. On a point of order, we are back. Okay, so I was
Go.
busy explaining how those four of all those four duelists, the guys who got what they wanted was SETO, Kaiba, and Joey. Because Joey, in essence, manipulated the duel so that he could redirect the damage targeted by Kaiba to Marik. So he lost the duel.
Right.
But then, because he lost the duel, he left himself wide open while playing to Kaiba's temper. And Kaiba then wiped out the remaining life points, making him go up against Marik.
Okay.
So ultimately, that's what happened. But in this whole dramatic scene, oh yeah, by the way, Yugi wanted to go up against Joey so that he can protect him from from those other two maniacs.
Yeah, he's like, Kaiba can go to the Shadow Realm. That's cool. Maybe he needs it.
He needs a timeout.
No, it's because
Maybe he needs to see that this magic is real before he can start. Like, good
no,
God.
I'm also thinking that Yugi reasoned that Kaiba has an Egyptian god card, so at the very least, Kaiba might has a standing
No,
chance.
I think Yami
Marry.
said that this boy needs some Shadow Realm in his life. He
Yeah,
needs some time out in some dark spaces and some shadows to understand what the hell is happening here. It's not a card game.
he's still salty by the time he mind blasted him and he did absolutely nothing to this guy's character.
Yeah, I wanted to say
How
he
dare
just-
you not get?
That's what I wanted to say. That ever since that whole mind crush thing and it didn't work.
Am I losing my touch?
Yeah,
You know what? This guy's screwed.
Mokuba was probably like, but Yugi, you told me that this guy, you said you mind crushed him, but he's still the same. Like, I don't know.
It's still the same
But
biggest.
he's worse. If you compare him to that first episode to how he is now, he's worse.
And that's saying a lot.
Obsession, man. Obsession can twist the man.
Anyway, so now let's get to the finals. Can someone please talk in the spirit of my co-host, who has absolutely zero respect for Joey Wheeler? Can someone else talk about this duel because it's the most dumbest duel in the whole thing? So go on.
Hey man, what you talking about? Carla?
What you talking
man.
about, man? Hey, Tebello,
You're-
hey,
Okay,
man.
What's the Japanese version, guys?
I was doing
let
for
me invoke my
thing,
let me invoke my
man.
inner Kaiba. You heard what I said. You're a dog. You're not supposed to be here.
Hey, don't call me a
Kaiba,
dog,
I'll
man.
show
I deserve
you,
to be
Kaiba.
here. I deserve to be here. I came here to rescue Mike. What's the
All
I'm
problem?
walking here. I'm
What you talking
walking here.
about?
Like, all I want to see is all I
I'm
want to see is to
dueling
get what
here.
you
I'm
rightfully deserve.
dueling here, Kaiba. I'm dueling here.
Yep.
Get out my way, Kaiba. I'm dueling here.
You're
You
gonna call it
You
you,
move.
you call it a duel. I'm gonna call it what it really is. What you rightfully deserve. A slap in the face from Raw. And I'm gonna enjoy every moment of it.
All right, shut up, rich boy. When I come for you, I'm gonna take this dueling deck and I'm gonna show you what for. You don't tell Joey Wheeler where to get off. Joey Wheeler is the second runner-up in the other duel that we had, Kaiba.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when we don't have the teleprompter.
We attempt accents that we can't do.
Oh, Mr. Awali, this is basically how the Nerdgasm podcast
God.
goes. Like there's
No,
no
I'm loving
Yes,
it,
guys.
dude. It's like I'm watching the
Yes,
podcast over
and we're
here.
doing
Let's
the
go.
most.
just make peace. If you think it was one of those serious podcasts, we have to have those 12-point discussions about why Seto Kaiba was supposed to win this duel or something like that. No, we just we come in, we talk, we go crazy, and then we find
Oh,
ourselves
Lord.
4 hours later. Anyway,
Oh God. Anyway, okay. So the duel with with Marik. Marik basically cheats because all he does is spam Shadow Realm, and then he uses Ra to attack Joey's mental fortitude, and Joey would have won if Joey could have. You see, this is where he needed the power of friendship. He needed to see Botea, and he's like, I can win for my friends. Play the card, attack, and then he can pass out. That's usually what would have happened if Joey was the main character, but we all know it's not the main character. His hair is too sideways for him to be the main character.
Joey lost because of plot, and that's it. I cannot in good conscience think of any other way that he lost.
Marik is not a good
Joey's
duelist.
insane, dude. I like Joey.
Marik is insane. Marik is, and the worst thing about it, I think the winged dragon of Ra is the only thing that carried him throughout this whole duel. I think deep down inside the winged dragon of Ra is like, oh, dude, use your brain. Oh God, not this again. Let me just whoops. Ah, God. Can someone beat him so I can go to someone who's more competent?
The thing about Joey is it's like if you really watch Yu-Gi-Oh, Yugi is like the OP character, right?
Yeah.
Like he's always gonna win, or if the plot is supposed to dictate that he loses and then he wins again like a miracle. But Joey is the character that goes from zero to becoming the second best in the world. And is not the best because of plot. Yeah. That's why. But he goes from being like the worst player in the world, like a nobody, to actually becoming one of the best players in the world.
Yes.
Which is respectable. Like I love Joey's an actual arc. He has an arc in this thing. Which the other guys, I mean, from SETO, his arc is just revenge, and if he could murder.
No, I mean SETO and Yugi are flat characters. They like Yami specifically, but even Yugi, like their whole thing is to change the world around them instead of actually changing themselves, which is not the worst setup for an anime like this, I guess. But yeah, Joey's the only one who does actually have a change of sorts. It's not a big one because I mean Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's like if it's like sufficient enough.
And I think the one thing you need to learn about Joe's character arc as a duelist is evident. Even though I would never in a million years use the deck that he does, I'm so sorry.
Season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh cards is still a game that you could understand. You guys understand the game right now?
In season 1.
It's in the latest, like season 2.
Look, Battle City put rules that make sense. That's one thing that makes sense.
Battle City is like the rules finally make sense. It's the rule that I played up with growing. I don't know if that deck was any good though. You are right.
Because
all the decks were horrible. Like we all played better decks when we were younger than that.
But so too many of Joey's cards rely on chance for you to win. There's a dice that gives you that powers up your monster. There's a dice that depowers your monster. There's a time wizard that needs to play an ability that has a twin six chance of actually succeeding. So basically, there's a 4 in 6 chance.
Gambler, guys.
Yeah, in my headcanon, Joey grew up and blew all his money at a casino. The way that guy gambles.
Even Yugi though, I mean, this heart of the cut nonsense is basically gambling. That's what it is.
Here's the thing. You see the plot arm, that's why it's Joey seems like
Yu-Gi-Oh plot arm, oh my god!
No, listen to my theory. Joey seems like a normal character because all his plot armor is directed to winning all these silly little dice games. If he had a normal deck, he'd be just as overpowered as all the other characters because then the plot armor will focus on the duel instead of making the dice rolls right.
But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't he have a card that when someone already takes away like 1,000 of your life points?
Which one is this?
Maybe it's in the later arcs, but he does have like this
life point takers.
This card.
Yeah. Anyway, I think then we can move on though. There's nothing much to say about the duel. It's just that Marik sucks as a duelist.
And then Joey goes into a coma. Because technically he fell due to exhaustion, Marik can't even invoke the penalty for the duel.
Which is because that's what I'm saying. It's like he had you beat if you didn't use this weird Shadow Realm powers that you like using.
If he doesn't use the Shadow Realm, Marik would have lost against Mai years ago.
Like Kaiba would have crushed Marik, but the only thing that would have thrown Kaiba also is that he would have had to admit magic exists.
You
Because
wouldn't have-
good lord, like that's
No,
another thing.
no,
Okay,
no.
anyway, let's get to Kaiba versus Yugi.
Yeah, let's get to the real meat of this duel, right?
Yeah.
Because look, I have not. I keep on joking with you guys. Like you guys are going through the episodes, and I'm going through memory. That's how much I've carbon copied this thing into my head. I know every single detail of this duel. I am thinking back, I'm like, oh my god, I remember how. I remember even how this duel starts.
You were right
How
about the WWE entrance though. Like dude
Yeah.
summoned a whole coliseum.
a whole ass Coliseum was like, I'm gonna take you out down in style. Deet, deet. Like, what is going on, Kaiba?
You
Like,
know,
I'm like,
R&D was confused. They're like, how much money did he? Oh my god, this is for what?
for
What
only
would
one
have
duel,
happened?
by the
Just
way.
like what would have happened if the two of them didn't reach the finals? Would Kaiba still have done a whole big entrance for the finalists?
No, he was so confident there was no chance.
Kaiba's power of Delulu was carrying also Yugi at this point. It's like, no, we're gonna meet at the finals. And
Because
so
they had full belief in his revenge. Oh my
Yugi,
god.
oh, by the way, the whole gang was busy watching over Joey while Yugi had to go to this duel. And at the same time, Ishizu, in order to encourage Yugi, because Yugi was heartbroken, little Yugi, she gave up his Millennium necklace.
Which
And
he doesn't use, because if I had that, I'd be spamming that the entire duel.
Yugi's not a cheat like that.
Everybody's
Not in this battle.
It's not
He
that
cheats, but
obvious.
not like
I
that.
think you go out of the card sheet.
No,
Because come on.
no. But I'm saying throughout this entire thing, even Kaiba cheats because Kaiba will get like that Duelist City Kingdom when he was fighting those other random duelists sent by Marik. Bro, he spams like 3 dragons in 3 minutes, summons Obelisk, and destroys the other person's entire deck. And I'm like, bro, how did you do that in one turn? He was like, in this turn, I will summon 3 dragons. In this turn, I will sacrifice the dragons to summon this. And then I will attack the...
Tormentor.
I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, wait, if you summon a monster, don't you have to wait a turn? How are you doing this?
No. I've mentioned it before. If you summon a monster through sacrifice, you can attack that very turn. The only time you're not allowed to is in the opening turn of the duel.
Oh, okay. No, but I'm saying
The only monsters
he summoned monsters, and then after summoning the monsters, then he sacrificed them immediately. Yes. And I'm like, wait, but
that was supposed to happen the next turn. Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like how did you do that?
Because the only type of monster that can attack is a fusion monster. So if you fuse a monster this turn, you can't attack on that turn. You need to attack the next turn. So we've been told. Anyway, because that happens a lot in the following duel. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. So then, Kaiba summons the Colosseum. They are throwing their insults at each other. Prepare to lose, Yugi.
And okay, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to the duel, because Kaiba plays a card that costs him 1,000 life points called, I think it's Spell Academy or something like that. I'll look up its name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which allows you to take any high-powered spell card from your deck into your hands for both players. But then what people don't realize is that it's a continuous spell card, because then afterwards it also enables you to be able to play spell cards in your opponent's turn. So if you paid attention to why everybody was spamming magic cards at everybody else's turn in this duel, it's because of that. They don't mention it in the anime, they do mention it in the manga.
Okay. But then it doesn't continuously take 1,000 life points, right?
No, it doesn't. After
okay.
that, it stays in the field. It's like playing the Seal of Orichalcos or something like that. So it's a continuous. It's a field card. So I just wanted to highlight that point. And okay, the other points I can highlight. I could go on for days with this duel. So
all right, but I think let's just get to the interesting bits. Kaiba obviously manages to get off. Does Yugi gets Slifer on the field before Kaiba, right?
No, that was insane. That part where like they obviously they're foreshadowing that Kaiba's about to play Obelisk Tormentor, and then Yugi pulls a trump card. It's our Slifer first.
Bro,
that was a sick move, dude.
Okay, so this is what happened. One, true to form about Kaiba's power of Delulu, he draws his Egyptian god cards at the first turn.
God.
I was like, okay.
Was he showing off or what?
Mana.
Heart of the cards, chief.
Yeah.
His heart has hatred.
So then, SETO Kaiba plans on trying to control Yugi's monsters to take back to
Oh, that double
someone,
change of heart. Oh, that was a sick
someone
battle.
Obelisk the Tormentor. So then Yugi takes one of his monster. He takes his monster, puts it back in his field. Then there's another card that SETO Kaiba plays that takes the monster back on his side of the field. And then he says, "Okay, I'm gonna summon my monsters." And at that moment, he plays Light Force Sword, which is the biggest hack.
Oh, that was
Oh,
cool.
the one that destroys.
Unreal how if
does
the
it
No, no,
destroy a
it
card?
It pins one card and keeps it out of the game for 3 turns.
Oh, right.
But the thing is, it's supposed to be it selects a card at random. So I don't know how Yugi decided to say Life was so target the one he's with. I was like, that's the heart of the cards working for Yugi. And like, here's a
Yugi's magic powers over there.
this juice doesn't get it interesting. Why are you so in such a hurry to end it so soon, you Kaiba?
No, I mean, this is how I just chalk that up to power of the pharaoh. I'm just like, no, that eye thing is doing something.
Yay! And then the one thing, another nice tidbit that they changed in the Japanese version that they included, that they discarded in the 4Kids version, is that when Kaiba plays, I forgot the name, the spell card that allows you to take a card from your opponent's deck into your hands.
Hmm?
So, which cost him yet another 1,000 life points, by the way.
Okay.
He wanted to take control of Slifer the Sky Dragon
Yes.
and put it into his hands. So Kaiba was basically giving that speech like, Slifer the Sky Dragon is in my hands. Do you know why? Because everybody gets what he deserves. And like, I agree, Kaiba. And I would like to thank you for letting you get what I deserve. Since I knew how greedy you were, I had this plan. I had something planned. I had something planned in advance. Activate trap
Wait, did he take it from Yugi's graveyard?
from Yuki's deck.
Oh, from his deck, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was busy taunting Yugi, saying Slifer was buried so deep in your deck that you're never gonna draw him in anyway. But then, of course, he plays exchange so that they can swap cards. He takes Slifer back, and then he takes another card, Life Saver. What happened in the Japanese version is that Yugi was actually planning on taking Obelisk the Tormentor away from Kaiba.
Oh.
So when Kaiba played that card, he was like, "Oh, we actually had the same idea because I was waiting for Life Force Sword to end so that I can take Obelisk from your hand."
So everybody wanted each other's
Everyone was greedy in this part of the game. There was no noble. Everybody
Well,
getting
I kind of
what
prefer that because it felt like Yugi outplayed Kaiba with that. If they had the same idea, I mean, but I guess it's not bad enough if they have the same idea. It was whatever.
And I also like how the CGI turned on Kaiba at that point because the whole Colosseum was
possible.
The whole Colosseum was busy chanting Kaiba, Kaiba. After that move, the whole Colosseum, Yugi.
Like that means that Kaiba sat down to program that the hollow that they were going to cheer for Yugi should Yugi have pulled. Like he sat down, he made that, and I'm like, I'm pulling their hair out. They're just like, who is this kid? Why are you wasting our money? Like, this feature is not necessary. Who is this for? It's not for you. It's cheering for you. And he was and he was so sure that Yugi was gonna be there that he would make the hologram say Yugi.
You know,
it's like Yugi's playing a game.
Unless he programmed it for everybody, unless he was there like Joey will never make it, but just in case.
I'd sooner see him pluck out his own hair than give Joey that level of credence. Him in the final.
Oh my God.
They were never gonna say Joey. Okay, let's
Like,
change the code to Marik.
It just gonna say that in the final. If Joe was there, it's like beep beep. Why is it saying my name? Oh, it doesn't know how to say your name.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
Extrodin, what's this? You remember anything from this duel?
yeah.
No, I'm actually relying on my memory, and right now it's not helping me out at all.
Oh, I can go on. Like, listen. Okay, where's my McFitten book? Give me. Gather along, children, for story time. As I'm going to tell you about this wonderful duel. All right.
But like what BuckMeister was saying right now just makes me realize there's no investment.
He made it!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Look, everybody, Goku's here.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off. I came from the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, we knew it. Mac had
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, load shedding, guys. Sorry, man.
Oh.
Get them, Goku.
Anyways, thanks for letting me join in.
Oh man,
Alright.
oh, it's good to see
Also,
you.
I don't want to hold it too long because I think I have load shedding again at 10. It's pretty hectic
What?
now.
Wow.
Hey, Sam.
I know. I'm like sandwiched in between, but
Dude,
yeah,
where are you? Like,
it's wild.
City power, right? City power.
It's wild because it holds you back.
This sounds like a Johannesburg thing, not a Pretoria thing.
Yeah.
Hashtag just saying hashtag.
But please, sorry for interrupting.
No problem. We were just discussing Kaiba versus Yugi. So
You came at the right moment.
Oh, so I missed Joey. Thank God.
wait, wasn't this deliberate? Maybe there was no load shedding. Who knows? We'll find out. The next
in the next
episode.
episode.
Bad duel, man. But in summary, it's the problem with all Marik duels. Not a real duel. It's just him tooling around and then hoping that you'll fall before the duel.
You've given that duel more worse than I ever gave because I told them, like, guys, I'm not going to talk about this duel. It's a waste of time.
All right. Anyway, so what's this? We got a Light Force sword, stopped Obelisk for 3 turns or
Yes.
whatever. Then Yugi summons Slifer first,
Yes.
right? And then what does Kaiba do to summon Slifer
Oh,
back onto
wow.
the field? I mean,
That's,
summon thingy onto the field.
I must also illiterate. You see, this is another thing you learn about this duel. You get to see the inner workings of each one of these characters' mindset.
Mm.
Because usually you just hear Marik going like, I'll continue my onslaught.
Mm.
And then Joey's like, oh no, I must do something. Even with the other duels, we don't get to see a lot of the inner dialogue happening, except for this duel. So like, when Yugi is busy monologuing about how, thanks to you, Kaiba, I finally have Slifer the Sky Dragon in my heart. Now it's awaiting 3 sacrifices for me to destroy. Kaiba already had a plan. It's like, it's gonna take you 3 turns. You don't even have enough. My monster's stronger than yours. And then what they don't realize is that monster is a combination monster, so it can combine and get stronger. So he was planning to shoot down any monster that Yugi summons, and then uses his 3-headed beast to summon Obelisk when the time is right. So it's like he already had a counter plan to a counter plan. It's like whatever.
Mm.
But then what he doesn't realize is that this is what happens. I don't know how many of you guys are gamers or you've seen professional gamers in a while. There comes a point where you stop playing the game, you start playing the opponent.
Mm.
Yugi was playing the opponent. Kaiba was still playing the game. Yugi knows that Kaiba likes to show how powerful his monsters are. He likes to flex about how powerful. So what Yugi was counting on was that if he puts his big shield Gardener next to his Queen's Knight, Kaiba's automatically gonna target the stronger of the two monsters to show that how utterly hopeless the situation is.
Oh, I get you.
Mm.
So he would have fallen into Yugi's trap, basically.
So if he destroyed Queen's Knight, he couldn't have activated the Soul Drop Trap so that he can summon a monster that allows him to summon another monster.
Mm.
But if he targeted Big Shield Gardener, he still has his Queen's Knight. So that's him playing the opponent instead of just playing the game.
Mm.
And then of course we have the. I know how you guys are saying that the Slifer the Sky Dragon's appearance in the blip was one of the coolest entrances. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. The entrance is this duel for me is by far my most favorite of them all. This is when Yugi was showing Kaiba that I can be more dramatic than you are. Because it's like I sacrifice all three of my monsters. Be gone now! Why did the energy start swirling around the pharaoh like a vortex? Why did
And again, did Kaiba program this? Did Kaiba is
No,
like
there's no way. There's no way he did. Do you know how I know he didn't do that? He was scared because that big beam of light shoots to the heavens, splits the skies.
Acting, dude. Kaiba was practicing in the mirror for that moment. He was like, I have to act like this now when this happens.
Why is he scared if he doesn't
You
believe
never gonna have that so he can
yeah,
see
why
back.
like
Why is he scared if he doesn't believe in magic?
that's what I'm saying. Like also like the first time when he duels Yugi, he made this in giant entire arena, and then when Yugi summons Exodia or whatever,
Oh
he's
no!
like, oh no, and then it's like a huge explosion. And I'm just like, bro, when you're making this stuff,
Relax.
like
It's just a game.
Yeah. So no, I just wanted to add that beam of light shoots to the sky. Both Marik and Kaiba go like, and then lightning and Slifer arrives dramatically. Everybody's like, check this out, Simon, from the hand of the pharaoh. The first Egyptian god has arrived. Why are you commenting to a man who's in a coma, Ishizu? Anyway, we'll come back to that.
but then the other thing is like, but then you have to admit that this is real, then, Kaiba. Like, if you didn't do this, if you didn't program this,
True.
like this
I
is
didn't
real,
tell
like,
my
that's what I'm
VFX
saying.
artist to do this. This is not part of the plan. I'm not gonna pay for this job.
That also to show how petty Kaiba is. When Kaiba, the most dramatic entrance of Obelisk the Tormentor, my favorite entrance is this same duel because what on
That
earth?
was a sick entrance.
He sacrifices those three monsters and then lightning, everything, and then he says, "No, pause, don't just come, wait." Wait. It's like I'm sure he, like in his own mind is like, Obelisk, you're gonna take your time. You need to land dramatically, all right? So people need to wonder if you're gonna come or not. Just wait. Where is it? Just wait. And then you see it descend from on high with its own wings and opening, and then Kaiba with his never-ending monologue. My mighty Egyptian god card is here at last. Like the guy was having the biggest. Okay, can you say that word in this channel?
Is it not your channel?
Or you don't believe in magic.
No. Kaiba was having the biggest orgasm in his entire life when Obelisk Tormentor descended at that moment. The way his arms were up, like Yugi, the battle of the gods is about to begin. Now it's time to find out which one.
I think even his cape was busting. The way
Yes!
it was flapping in the wind.
Poor Yugi was having an existential crisis. Like,
I would really like to see a death battle between Piccolo's cape and Kaiba's jacket. Like I just want to know.
I think Kaiba's jacket has got it because the thing was flowing as Kaiba speaks. It was like it was another mouthpiece or it was a hype man in the back. Like if it had dialogue, you could have heard it in the background. Yeah, but like Kaiba, tell
yes.
But bruh, do you remember when Piccolo landed on Namek the first time and was just in front of Frieza, and everybody was like, "Who is that?" It was all glowing. It was the cape was just like, "Yo, I'm here. What's up, niggas? Yo, I see you, Gohan. What up?"
Seto Kaiba's jacket, Piccolo's cape,
Doctor Strange's cape.
Doctor Strange. Those three, they need to have a face off. To see who wins. All right, the gods have arrived. Someone take it away. We find monologue.
Phila, you can take it away from here.
I don't even. I'm trying to remember what happens. I assume they attack each other at the same time.
No,
and then
because Slifer was summoned first, he automatically invoked his lightning strike, having Obelisk's attack potential. which allowed Kaiba to survive yet another turn because. Oh wow! I forgot that a very important part. Oh my god!
Which
Okay.
part?
Remember when I was busy saying that Yugi was playing the play, and not the game?
Mhm.
Yeah.
At that moment, Kaiba started also playing the play instead of the game because he mind-fucked Yugi.
How so?
Because he summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon. He's like, okay, fine, then attack me, whatever. Because he said, no, if I destroy your monster, you won't be able to summon your god monster. So what? Like, if you're so confident, then attack. Then Yugi was second guessing himself for days. He's like, should I attack? Shouldn't I? Should I attack? Shouldn't I?
Did Kaiba have a face down trap card?
He did.
Yeah.
But now the thing he was afraid of, Yugi, which Kaiba knew was Yugi knew, is that he had his shaver trap card, and for the amount of time it's on the field, it dictates how many cards you need to throw out. And since Slifer the Sky Dragon's attack potential is determined by the amount of cards he has, it can weaken him. It can weaken him on sight. So now Kaiba was busy playing mind games on Yugi, and it worked as well. So I have to give Kaiba props to that. But
That's what I'm saying. This duel was an actual duel.
Was.
Like when we get to Marik, that was not a duel.
Hey, I mean, Marik does make this duel more interesting. He's the way better narrator of what's happening. He is. No, he is. He's like, and then the Pharaoh is going to lose. And then Kaiba is going to win. And then Kaiba's going to lose. Kaiba's really going to win this one.
But
It's the Pharaoh.
You know what he needed? You know what he needed? He needed a desk. And he needed like those headsets.
Yeah, and like
somebody next to him, like JR. Or it's a slobber knocker of a duel.
Yeah.
You needed Joe Rogan just for that episode. Oh no! Oh my God! What's happening?
Oh God! The sky is darkening. The gods are coming. The gods are coming. The gods.
From his commentary, we should have realized he doesn't know anything about dueling because he literally switches sides. Every turn is like Kaiba's going to win. The Pharaoh is going to win.
So you're saying the obvious. Like we see that they're gonna win. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We see that Kaiba's gonna win. Unlike normal anime, when you start seeing, no, he was toying with him the whole time. You're like, when, where, how? Let me go back and see what they're talking about.
And then every now and then you'll add, but it doesn't matter who wins, because I will win in the end with my winged dragon of Ra.
He's like the world champion. He's like, he doesn't care.
Never mind that he almost lost against Joey in the previous match.
Right.
He technically did lose.
Right?
But
Yeah. Hella plot.
But you will think
Wing Dragon of Raw was working like a slave on a
Like,
planet.
the Winged Dragon was just spamming hacks from the
No,
get-go.
I'm saying, like, I think Wing Dragon of Raw was gonna unionize. Like, he was gonna join Boko Satu, and he was gonna be like, guy, you cannot have me working like this overtime. I need compensation immediately. Every round you're summoning me. What about the other monsters, Chief?
You've got other monsters. What about them? Have you thought about sacrificing these other monsters to summon me? I'm hungry. Oh.
Wait, so at this point of the duel,
Yeah.
what does you? I'm sorry, I watched this duel many times, but it's been a long time.
Look,
But
ask me all the questions. I've got all the answers of this.
so Yugi doesn't Yugi not attack, and then Kaiba's the one that attacks.
Okay, Kaiba wanted to attack first, but then since Yugi knocked down Kaiba to the same amount of life points, because both of them were 2,000. Yugi played a card at 10 before, by the way. So it jumped it from 3,000 to 2,000. So Kaiba then decided, okay, he'll play a magic card and then end his turn. Which then Yugi says, I bet I just drew a card. My power level is at 3,000. But then it's like, but since your attack phase is over, Obelisk goes back to 4,000. Like, I bet, don't worry, I've got a card here, Pot of Greed, gives you 2 more cards. And then suddenly Slifer's got 5,000 attack points. Then shame. Attack Slifer the Sky Dragon. Then
Life saving.
no, Kaiba plays Command Silencer, which cancels out the attack phase for the turn. Then God, there's so many cards that would have played. And these cards were not for the fact that I learned that that magic card at the very beginning of the duel allowed people to play spell cards in each other's turns. Out of it, these guys are spamming magic cards like crazy. The way they were busy, like that's not even a trap.
True.
And then
Then Kaiba gets to see that, bro, you can't, like, yo, the more Tebello said it best, the more Kaiba denies it, the more the magic comes out. It's like, it's like if you drew a graph, you would see Kaiba's delusion to the magical output of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the world. Because the two monsters clash. And literally, they break the whole they break the whole hologram thing.
They flung them into the past. Oh, yeah, we can't talk.
Where my rule is law.
We can't miss the one most
slow.
Sorry, say again, Ziad?
No, I said the RAM of the system couldn't handle it, man. It didn't have a graphics card for it.
Yeah. No, we can't forget the one point where when Yugi just flat out cheated. He knows he's losing. He's got only one card left in his hand. Obelisk is about to knock Slifer's brains out. And then he plays this card that says, okay, he needs to give up all the cards in his hand. And then he needs to draw a card. But that one card, he can play it immediately so long
I
as
was going to say, I was like, oh, that was the one.
And then it's like,
no way. No way you're going to take a charge that big.
This is it. Joey, the heart of the cards, guide me. I need your help to win the day. He not only does he draw the card, he doesn't look at it. He I play Card of Sanctity, which allows us to both draw until we have 6 cards.
That man definitely marked his cards. He definitely marked his cards before putting it in the deck.
What?
Also, what's up with Yugi's homies? Sorry, I know this is backtracking, but why are none of you at the duel? I know Joey's passed out, but what can you do for him?
We can watch over him and give him hope, Phila.
No, I understand Serenity. Cool.
And I also understand Mokuba got a power boost. He was busy taking a call, asked for a distress signal to bring a chopper to come help these unconscious people. I get that, yes.
But Taya, go be with your boo.
No, Taya was too busy being depressed, and then Ishizu was like, "Don't worry. Everything is unfolding as the ancient tablet has predicted." And then she also gives a nice bit of foreshadowing with Taya, by the way, in this whole mess, because Taya flat out asks us, like, "Okay, once you beat Marik, is it over? Is this how it all ends?" And she was like, "Go take care of your friends, bitch."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, bitch. Leave me the fuck out.
Yeah, that's the next season. Don't worry about it.
So then they break the thing, and then Kaiba's like, "How is this possible?" And is that when they go back in time?
Yeah, and he sees his past self with his past self.
And I'm just like, bro, you're floating in ethereal form right next to Yugi. Like you're both floating. You see old Egypt.
You see the glowing eye on Yugi.
Unless you program this mind trip. Where you're just like, I'm gonna make Yugi think like he's in ancient Egypt.
For shits and gigs, like.
I usually never have beef with Kaiba's voice actor, but this was the only time where I was like, really? Because it's the part where they put it like, whoa!
Yeah, that
part. I was like, oh my gosh. Where are we? Why does this look like Egypt? Wow! I was like,
he was probably tired that day. He just finished recording Pokemon and singing Jenny and Joy, and it's like, okay, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay.
No, but Yugi's voice actor is selling this. Kaiba! I'm like, alright, cool. Yugi's got this.
But why do you have to mention Kaiba's name all the time? Relax.
I don't
No,
know.
he's got beef with Kaiba because he's like, how do you keep getting worse? I don't understand.
I
This
mind
doesn't
crush
make
you.
sense.
This is supposed to
Like,
work.
yeah, when I mind crush you, you're supposed to be a better person. How is this going downward? Like, he put everybody in danger on the blip, had people dueling on top of the blip where they can fall over.
And
Joey
die.
even says, why is Kaiba making us duel up here? And then he takes them to an island that eventually he's going to blow up after the tournament is over. Like, the Pharaoh is just like, dog, what is...
Mm.
Why is Kaiba making a duel up here? Like, what's going on?
We're flying here, man. We're flying here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm just like, dude, dog, Kaiba has done so much stuff that could have killed people, and Kaiba Corp would have been liable entirely the entire time. And he's just like the Pharaoh cannot understand. Like, dog, at one point Joey is in danger. He's at least kidnapped. Fine, you don't believe in the magic. He's kidnapped. My tournament doesn't stop for anybody, Yugi. What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
You know what I find
Psycho.
funny?
His insurance company must be the best in the world, bruh.
Oh
The,
God.
no, the insurance company was
He's
having
the best insurance company in the
no.
world.
The insurance company must have heard from the insurance company from Pegasus's company because I'm sure they went bankrupt after that tournament. So they were busy having heart palpitations.
This is
Alright, dog, not even
clientele,
outsurance.
This
Not
is
even outsurance
clientele.
could help here.
It's like, hey, Tada, this is Desmond Dube. Oh, you again, Kaiba? Ah, no, not this time, okay. Hey, sorry.
No,
Wait,
the advert will stop halfway. Desmond Dube will come out and it's like, dude, you need lifestyle.
Oh, wait.
What time?
Let me
Egyptian.
get this up. Wait. Zhi. Hello. We are here at Duel Incorporated Insurance Agency. We are here to provide you cover for anything that may happen during your duel on a certain company. If your name, however, this cover is not extended to anyone who goes by the name of Kaiba or Pegasus, or anyone who's so affiliated, remotely knows, or is by some way connected to or related with the Kaiba Corp.
Mm.
Like, it's
Anyone
a-
else, please call us on 555 duel.
Eh.
Once again, I repeat, 555 duel, and you'll get cover for anyone except Kaiba.
like, it's
Anyone
amazing.
but Kaiba.
It's amazing that company is still standing. I mean, he's got
Yeah.
he sent a whole helicopter down to the ocean. He blew this blip with all of this virtual technology. I'm like, okay. Anyway,
And there's two people in a coma, technically,
Dog.
from your tournament.
this thing should be like
Two people.
my
Wait,
and Joe can
three.
sue the
Oh,
my Joe and Odian doesn't know anything about this either. But my and Joe could sue the hell out of Kaiba Corp.
And Bakura. We are all
Oh, yeah.
forgetting Bakura. In fact, all four. Hang on. All four of the five.
Yeah.
The guys who lost the duel.
And now they're going back in time. Even Yami should sue. Like, what the hell?
What is this? And then
You-
Eric is whining like a bitch in the corner. Why is my Millennium Rod accepting Kaiba? Oh, wow.
Anyway, let's get back.
Yeah.
To
Okay. So then they both monsters destroy each other. Then they have to go because they go back in time, and obviously you get to see the foreshadowing of the blue eyes white dragon and the what's this? Why am I forgetting the Dark Magician? He's one of the most famous. Which I'm just like, how did that work in the past?
What was it? The Dragon Warrior something that he becomes. What was it? What was his name now again?
we'll get to
He
it.
fuses. Yeah, we'll get to that. But
We'll
I'm
get
just
to it.
saying. Also, I want to know how that duel went in the past because I'm just like, how did they do PowerPoint?
I'm not gonna spoil
15s?
it for you. I know
Oh.
exactly how the duel happened in the past.
Okay. Well, when I get there, I'll get there because I'm just like the Dark Magician. He brings plot armor with him, but I don't understand how. Because I'm like, he has 2,500 attack points. Like Yugi summons him like he's Slife for the Sky Dragon. He'll be like, now for my Dark Magician.
Yeah, true.
What does he do? And it's like there's no special ability.
And I like the fact that the Dark Magician only pops up after the Egyptian gods are gone. He's like, if you pay attention, wherever the gods are involved, he's like, bitch, I've dealt with these
I'm
things.
out. I'm out.
5,000 years ago, these things rocked my world. I'm not about to. Yes, the Dark Magician was having PTSD flashbacks whenever the thing like, fly by the sky dragon. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Dark Magician girl was like, again? Okay, let me go out. I'm sorry, Pharaoh. He's kind of having a moment. I'll have to deal in his stead. Okay. And I wanted to ask you. There's a magic card that pissed me off in this entire tournament.
Okay.
Kaiba plays this card called Cost Down, which reduces the card stars from 8 until 6, so he can summon his Blue Eyes White Dragon with only one sacrifice. Here's the thing. Kaiba's idea for this type of duel only happened in this tournament. Are you telling me that he developed this strategy and then had a card that's specifically designed to make it easier for him to sacrifice in a gaming style that he just invented?
I guess so.
It's
Did he
Yu-Gi-Oh
secretly buy
logic.
shares in Pegasus's company when he was like, okay, bitch, you know what? Now that now, since you tried to buy my company, I'm gonna buy yours.
Look,
Maybe.
Yu-Gi-Oh logic, bro.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the only
Yu-Gi-Oh
one
logic.
card that pissed me
I
off.
mean, I'm just saying, I don't understand how
Where's Elon Musk, guys?
didn't.
You can do what you want.
I'm saying, I don't understand how
We don't
Pegasus
say the
didn't.
name here. Oh no, he said the name that shall not be said.
Okay, that's name. Let's go.
Maintain code red. Okay, my stuff. I need to contact my stuff. Code
Wait,
red.
wait.
Code
I
red.
missed it. I missed it. What did you say, Ziad? I missed it.
No.
What am I missing?
We shall not repeat that name.
Why did you say that name?
Anyway, so the Blue Eyes is summoned. The Dark Magician is summoned. Kaiba manages to resurrect Obelisk for one turn. And then, of course, Obelisk has the stat defense of protecting the masters on his side of the field. I didn't know that he could do that. But apparently he could.
These special abilities come out of nowhere sometimes. I'm like, hey, but
I'm surprised.
where and how?
I'm just as surprised as you. Don't ask. Then Yugi loses, I think, half of his life points because of that stunt. And the next episode starts off with things looking quote unquote bad for Yugi. Because now Yugi is like, Kaiba is monologuing his heart out. He summons all the remaining Blue Eyes White Dragons. He's now gonna attack Yugi with all three of them. I think he was watching that Noah versus Yugi duelers. Like, you know what? You took control of all three of my dragons. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to attack you with all three of my dragons. And then the power of plot armor manifests in the form of Joey, because Joey now suddenly can astro project. I didn't know he could do that. It's like
everybody can astral project in this thing. Everyone.
You see, the thing is, right? When you start becoming one of the best in Duel Masters, you suddenly gain magical powers. That's what happened to Joey.
Yeah.
He was like, I am now the second or third best in the world. Magic power time.
You read the disclaimer, bro. We didn't read it. Clearly, you read the disclaimer.
No, but he's stating facts, because that is exactly what happens. I think
Joey is gonna give me a heart attack, man.
So he goes there with his annoying voice. Hi, Joey. Yeah, Yugi. It's me. I'm about to lose the duel, Joey. What?
You gotta look at your options, Yugi.
It's like what you consider
yourself. Options, Yugi. You're dueling here.
You guys are being charitable.
Yugi, I'm floating here.
You guys are being charitable. He doesn't even, at this point in the story, he doesn't even call Yugi anymore. He calls him Yug.
Oh.
Hey, Yug. And I was like,
Come on now. Wait. Let me see if I can get this right. I'm walking here. Come on now, Yug. Come on, Yug. You can't
lose it.
I always forget the Yu-Gi-Oh universe is taking place in the United States of Japan.
You gotta consider all the options. That's
The-
what you was telling me. That's what you was telling me. He's
Have you
Italian
guys-
now. That's
have
what you was telling me.
Have you watched Big Hero 6 with Baymax?
Yeah. Love that
It-
movie.
Yeah, the city that all this happens in is called San Fran, Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Julius Kento was happening in San Fran, Tokyo.
This is how the voice actor was. This is how the voice actor probably looked like when he was voicing that scene.
Oh.
How dare you
I
show me
won't
that
lie. I
horrified
won't lie.
face?
This is the worst face. I hate this face every time Joey does
Every
it.
time he posts that face, I feel like, oh,
We're gonna get him, Yug. Show him.
Because I'm like, you look like a villain, my guy. Like, where did you get a jaw from? You're supposed to have a triangle. Why is it a square?
That's true.
Anyway, where was I?
Basically, they're about to end the duel. So
And then Yugi realizes he's still got the red eyes black dragon in his hand. I don't know how you didn't notice it before, but anyway, they had to. This was a filler episode. This whole things are looking bad. Must have been a filler episode for some reason, because nothing that Yugi was doing made any sense. Like, look at your hand. Look at your goddamn hand. Oh,
Yugi doesn't do that. You must realize Yugi's a character that just knows the cards in his hand. So he never looks. I mean, he just takes a card from the deck and plays it without even.
you must
That
know.
is so true.
So it's
You must
nothing.
know.
He literally
You must know that-
just draws and it's like,
Yeah, you must know that if Yugi does that to you in the duel, you lost.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
if
true.
If he plays a card and he doesn't look at it, might as well just
and while he's monologuing at the same time, he's like, my next card is going to show you the light. Now I draw.
Yeah,
You know why I'm drawing my card that you've reflected on your life.
It's like
Like, gee.
calling someone's bluff while also calling your own bluff. Like,
at
yo,
the same time.
I don't know what the hell is gonna happen, but we shall see.
And then, okay, so Kaiba, he summons Red Eyes. Then, of course, Beta the Magnet Warrior gets destroyed. The Dark Magician does the Dark Magician thing. Magician selection. That card, the Dark Magician is useless on its own. So long as it's got a myriad of specific magic cards designed to help him, that card is almost unbeatable. But when it's on its own, it's useless. So,
Which I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, the way you've designed him and the way he's used so much time, I was thinking he was on the level of an Egyptian god card with some secret ability.
And honestly, to be honest with you, whenever he's summoned, we get some sort of relief that he's finally out, even though we have no idea what he's getting.
yay!
Yeah.
It's because of the first season. In the first season, the Dark Magician was the card. Yeah, we're all talking about Exodia, but the first season Dark Magician was this. Even when you use Dark Magic attack, the whole color of the background looked all weird and stuff. After the first season, it never happened again, and my heart broke. It's like, I used to love that attack. Bring it back. Bring the weird and
The season one was a whole other story. They used the character to stab the moon, if I'm not mistaken, for the water to disappear in the stage. It was
Yeah, because I don't know, because you know, these holograms get so elaborate. Good God. Anyway, so then what's this? He throws that trap card on the other white dragon, and then he has
circle.
Yeah, spellbinding circle, and then Red Eyes Black Dragon destroys the one thing,
causing Kaiba to
Yeah,
lose
the one
100 life points, putting him on 1,900. It's important that I mention that it's at 1,900. It will make sense in a little bit. Just remember that point, kids.
And then after that, then what's this? Isn't it okay? Then he plays. There's this one card that he plays or whatever that allows him to duplicate the magic abilities that Kaiba used or something like that.
Okay, so Kaiba activates the trap called Final Attack Orders, which allows Look at me. I even remember the cards' names. Okay,
I will take over when we get to Naruto, Chief. Don't worry.
I'll be like I mentioned in the other podcast. I'll be depressed later. Let me not be depressed now. How much of a nerd I am. Let's call that guessing. Let me just get over myself.
Yeah. So yeah, he plays that card, and then what does it do again?
Every monster is in attack. It's not permanently in attack mode.
Oh, right.
And you discard your entire deck except for 3 cards of your choosing.
Mm-hmm.
So Yugi does internal monologue. I must figure out what Kaiba's gonna do so I can counter. But then it's in normal Yugi voice. Just
Yeah,
to remind us.
don't ask questions. Don't ask questions.
But at the same time,
It doesn't make sense, but we spoke about it in the previous episode. It's fine.
at the same time, was anyone ever surprised with what Kaiba's strategy is going to be?
No. The same strategy he always does.
I was like, guys, he's definitely going to go for his Blue's Ultimate Dragon. It's the only thing that he knows for sure could take on Yugi.
Margin Blue Eyes.
My Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
So one is destroyed, it's going to be Master Reborn. Then it's going to be the fusion card, and then then that might be something else. So he takes these three cards. So what Yugi?
It was good writing because it was in the character of Kaiba, but it did also feel like Yugi, bro. Did you use that thing by Yoshizu? Okay.
So Yugi. Kaiba. It turns out Kaiba had Master Reborn already on the field, so there was another card that he had spare, which we get to learn to find out which one it is, and then. Oh, and then of course he fuses his monsters. That's
Polymerization, yeah.
Then Kaiba. Then that's when Yugi plays that double spells card. That makes Yugi use the same spells that Kaiba did. So he uses Master Reborn to bring back Buster Blader, the master of the season.
Blader.
Yeah.
And then he uses polymerization to combine
Buster
them.
Blader, just as a one-man, Buster Blader was a sweet card. Like he was.
It looked so cool.
What was his effect? Like the real card.
Gets 500 attack points for every dragon in the field.
Yeah, Buster Blader was a sick card to have.
And I like, and people forget that Yugi went looking for that card specifically because he knew it was going to go up against Kaiba. At the very beginning of the tournament, he said, it's very likely I'm going to end up against Kaiba, so I need to prepare my deck. So he goes into a card store. So he got Buster Blader specifically for Kaiba.
These guys just disrespected every other duelist. They were like, "Yeah, no, you guys are not gonna make it. It's fine."
You're not worth my time.
Like, why did he hold a tournament? He might as well have just said it's you.
He should have just he should have just dialed on the. Okay, no. The tournament was quote unquote to bring the rare hunters out so that they can go catch this underground organization. Quote unquote Ishizu.
Kaiba did not care about
He
that.
didn't care.
He did not care at all.
But
Like, the only reason he helped Yugi there was because he's like, I want to do you now. Bro, my friends are in danger.
He also went to draw the Egyptian god cards.
Wasn't it also like a promotion for the technology that he just came up with, the whole virtual reality?
True.
Yeah,
Was he in that world? Was he the creator of the virtual reality?
Yeah.
He was the only creator of that.
Yeah,
so I think
because his dad stole it from a 9-year-old boy. Because because I guess Kaiba was raised by the worst person ever, or whatever.
Usually Hanma starts to look more and more like a decent dad the more things are going on with this guy.
No, they're on par. No, Yujiro's worse because he killed the mama in front of Baki. But like he's just underneath that because he's stealing technology from children.
You know what blows my mind now? I'm just thinking about it now that we're mentioning technology is the fact that we can play Yu-Gi-Oh in real life now. Like, I mean, we're gonna have to wear glasses or something, but we can actually do it now.
I'm good.
We can actually do it.
I'm good. I don't need to see the sky open and see Obelisk descend from the.
I want to see that. I'm so badly want to see that. Put on virtual reality glasses, whatever. Quest 3. I've seen the Yu-Gi-Oh videos where like it wasn't like the Yu-Gi-Oh, it wasn't Bandai that made it. It was Bandai. Who's the company behind Yu-Gi-Oh? Bandai, right?
Yeah.
I think it's Bandai.
Yeah, correct.
But it was made by a fan, and he had like the early Oculus Rift, and in there he made like real life Yu-Gi-Oh. So I think I heard recently that they were actually working on an official Yu-Gi-Oh VR kind of thing. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I just heard it in the rumors. I don't know if it's true. But if I saw the fan-made game versus a company that has money behind it, actual money behind it, I can't wait, dude. I legitimately can't wait.
I would just like to watch. I'd like to pull a Marik. I'll be like the commentator sitting there. Interesting. It seems like player X is going to have the 3 monsters he needs to summon his god card. Will it be the first time we get to see a god card in this tournament?
The best players in the world are all going to be like, oh no, the obelisk is attacking me.
No, you can't summon your Egyptian god card before I summon mine. I'm in control of this duel from the start.
Oh, it's gonna be so sick, dude.
Too late, Kaiba. I mean George.
I don't know. I heard like somebody was playing like some Oculus Rift horror thing, and they actually got a heart attack. So I'm like, this Oculus Rift thing. I'm like, do I need to be that close to the game? I don't know.
People have been dying.
I don't know if I need to see Slifer the Skydragon now like circle around me,
and then
I'm
you
just like, hey man.
And why is it whenever the gods arrive, they always have the steam coming out of their mouth? It's like, what are you doing up there? Were you smoking in the world's longest hub? Like, oh shit.
Dramatic, why do you think people remember Triple H? Because he was spraying water out of his mouth all the time.
The parallels between Yu-Gi-Oh and wrestling, man. You really enlightened me to that. I was like, I see it now.
Dog, I'm telling you, if you take Obelisk and you put Stone Cold music to Obelisk's entrances, it fits perfectly. Like
True.
Obelisk.
Wing Dragon abroad. Time to play the game.
Yeah.
And then who's Slifer then?
Slifer would be geez, who would fit Slifer? Oh, The Rock, easily.
Yeah.
Slifer says the Slifer says, know your role and shut your mouth.
Wow. And then technically Bakura is the Undertaker, because everything is just about death and darkness. Doom.
Either that or John Cena, because we can't see him right now.
All right.
Yeah, so what? So Yugi, what? He plays double spell.
Yeah.
Buster Blade is back, and then he uses polymerization.
To combine him with his Dark Magician to form the most beautiful monster I've ever seen in the series.
That is true.
Dark Paladin, the ultimate mystical sorcerer.
Sorry.
I'm the commentator. And he summoned Dark Paladin. You
gotta do it JR style. Oh my god! Did you see what he did there? Oh my god! He just taken 2 cards and he used the trick that Kaiba was using and he flipped it on him. Do you see that, JR? This is a slobber knocker. I can't believe it. Oh, he's about to drop the smackdown. Oh my god! Everybody, do you see this? He's walking. He's talking.
And Dark Paladin, the ultimate mystical swordsman.
It's over, JR. It's over. This is a slobber knocker over there.
But then Kai was like, look, dude, its attack power grows to... It's in here. Well, 2,900.
Yeah.
No. It was 3,900.
No, it was 2,900 without its effects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I think
2,900.
so.
I remember because I was like, really?
Yeah. It was a big thing, and then you're like, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have, and then he was like, not quite, Kaiba. And then he starts flipping out cards.
And then, of course, Seto Kaiba decides, you know what, fine then, let me show you how you're going to lose this duel. Oh, yeah, all the meantime, they're busy having the biggest dramatic speech about darkness, and this is why I always look to the future, Kaiba. My life was a mess. I used to be an orphan. People used to look down on me. We used to worry if we're gonna starve to death. And then I got adopted by the world's worst father on earth.
Also, while the wind is blowing in full blast. Yeah.
And that's why
that jacket on Kaiba's, it was a hype man, bro. It was adding the sauce.
And then, of course, he says, no, that's why he wanted to have this duel, so that he can have closure and move on from the past. It's not about the past. We look to the future, Kaiba. Yugi. All this past nonsense is bull.
And I'm like, Yugi's looking at him and he's just like, bro, you could just go to therapy. You're literally like one of the richest dudes in the world. Why don't you go talk about this? I don't understand how a card game is supposed to sort out your feelings.
And I like how Mokuba is the only one who's like, but I used to like Kaiba back then. He used to have a genuine smile.
I don't know.
miss
Kaiba
that
started early because Kaiba was even telling him in that filler, we're on our own. Now,
Yeah.
no one is going to help us, even though we're in an orphanage where the people are relatively nice to you.
Yeah, but I just like the fact that Mokuba added the sense that his past wasn't all that bad. Given that Mokuba is living proof that says your past wasn't all that bad. It's the perspectives you bring to the things that happen back in your life. More often than not, color your outview of life.
No, but I'm just like, Kaiba is actually, if you put it on paper, he's the most successful of anybody in the cast. But you can't tell him that until he wins this one children's game.
One children's game against a high school student.
Yugi should have been like, Kaiba, after I win this duel, I sentence you to 6 weeks of therapy!
No, Mokuba, he can't make me.
I don't know it.
You do know what's gonna happen, right?
I banish you to the therapist's office.
like immediately when it gets to the therapist's office, it's like, it's time to do. It's like, this is not what that's about. I don't care.
Actually, knowing Kaiba is like, guess what, therapist? I win because I just bought your company and I bought your company's company and now you work for me.
Are you done?
And now we're going to duel. I'm not even a duelist, bro. Here's your deck. I came with a deck specifically made for you. Take
Because I
this.
knew
You
that
do that. Yeah.
But I'm 40. I have to get off of work. I have to go home to my kids. I don't care. We're dueling now.
Do you want
and
to
I've
get
turned
paid?
your whole building into a dueling arena.
It's like, guess what? I just bought your bank. And now your house is back up for mortgage. So if you want to win your house back, you better win this duel. Or you're going to be homeless.
no one, on behalf of all the co-hosts, I guess, if you're watching this and you're this far, I just shout out to you.
One day,
Shout out
people are
to
gonna
Ziad. You're keeping up with our attendance. Good God.
I know. Why? Why do we have so many tensions when you talk about Yugi? Yugi is the most tension. It's not so. Anyway, let's just leave it.
I think it's because it's dramatic, so we just want to, break the ice a bit,
Yeah. So SETO, and then Yugi mocks Kaiba and says, "Look at you. Your hatred has made you weak. You think it gives you power, but it makes you all alone. You're like this building, a strong structure surrounded in rubble. If you only to open your heart, you may be able to see the true power where true power lies. The past has a purpose, Kaiba. You need to learn from it. Enough."
Yeah. I'm just like, this guy was like, I don't know who can help him. Who else can be summoned?
But then Yugi says the most painful line in this entire duel. Kaiba, I'm about to show you that I've been destined to defeat you for the last 5,000 years.
He was basically like, you took this duel, and I took this duel knowing I was gonna beat you. I'm the main character now, Kaiba. Settle your cape down. I know it's flapping in the wind over there. I know it's giving you hype and it's making you think you can win, but no, I'm sorry.
Because Kaiba attacks with his neutron blast. First, then Yugi activates spell textbook in order to catch Kaiba's bluff because he knew Kaiba was going. Spell textbook. It gives any magician 500 additional attack points. So what happened is that Kaiba took it.
With absorb spell, which was the mystery face down card he had.
The mystery face down card he had. So it absorbed that and put it on the dragon, which raised it up to 5,000. And then we get to see that Yugi has been playing Kaiba this entire time, and then it's like diffusion, which gave Kaiba a mini stroke. No! I need my ultimate dragon to win the game! Now look, Kaiba. There are 4 cards. there are now 3 dragons instead of just 1. You know what that means? It means my my Dark Pilot deck gets even more powerful. Goes up to 4,900.
Jeez.
And then he plays his final card, which is Diffusion Wave Motion.
Mm.
Which, if you find out, remember,
All I have to do is give up 1,000 of my life points.
And he attacks all those monsters simultaneously. Here's the rub. This is overkill. Here's why I call it overkill. The Blue Eyes White Dragon's attack power is 3,000.
Oh.
He didn't need to attack all 3 of them just to.
He just needed to
beat
destroy
Kaiba.
1, and he would have won the duel. I was like, I'm gonna make sure you know, I'm gonna kill all 3 of them at the same time.
No, Pharaoh was petty. The Pharaoh
like you're gonna
Just wants to
Pharaoh was
stab Kaiba
petty.
in the dub, just to
Feel
make
it.
sure.
Yeah, he
That's
was
why
just
sure
like,
that he knows
he was
who's
just
the
like,
best
I
in the
used those
world.
3. No, I'm just like, if you take the filler into account, it's like, I used those 3 dragons to save you. Now you want to turn them on me. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kill all 3 of them in front of you. Again, it's not the first time he killed all 3 of them. He did it with Exodia. Let's not forget. He's gonna show you like, you want to see how I destroy your dragons again.
But also, it's weird because this grown ass man. Let's not forget, the Pharaoh is a grown ass man.
Exactly.
He's attacking this teenager.
They said he was 15. They said he was 15.
No, the Pharaoh. Yugi's 15.
No, I'm
the
saying
Pharaoh.
the Pharaoh
Pharaoh
when
died
he
young or
died.
something.
He died young. He
He
died.
died young?
Yeah, he said that he died.
It sounds like this, Kaiba.
I don't know, dog. It was tough. Huh?
They-
We
I
did a
know.
lot back then, eh? In
Ancient
that
kinda
history
explains
is
it.
hard, man.
a lot of things that the pharaohs had to go through. They
People
matured
didn't
really
live
young.
past 30. People didn't live past 30. People used to think that some of the pharaohs were like immortal because they were like 50 years old, and they're like, "How is he doing this?"
Now, there's only, okay, I'm gonna go for those who don't know the Egyptology. The most longest living pharaoh of all time was Ramesses II. He died when he was about 98, 99. So that's why Ramesses II is the most famous pharaoh of all time. Forget about Tutmosis. Oh no, shame. Good genes, and he had well over 100 kids. He was busy.
Damn.
Genghis Khan just says, hold my beer.
Oh no, Genghis Khan was he had a short life and gonna make it a good life. It was like
Yeah.
Consent. Who's never heard of her?
Is that a condiment?
Do you eat that?
Back to the duel. So Kaiba loses, and Kaiba does the most dramatic thing. And he even starts envisioning that the floor is falling underneath him, and
I
now
started this
Yugi
tournament
sits
to
at
show
the
that
top
I'm
of
the
my.
best in the world. No, I'm nothing. Wah!
Does
And
Kaiba
I'm just like, wow.
actually ever take an L calmly without ever being dramatic?
No, never. And I'm like, bro, aren't you a billionaire? Like, relax.
He's nothing. He just called himself nothing. See, that man is
Go home and eat some caviar. Like, God, like
He
Jesus.
just wants to win a card game, guys. He just wants to win a card game.
against
Right?
Yugi, not
Whole
just
company-
against anyone.
Like running a billion-dollar
nothing.
company that invented virtual technology
It's
is
like
way more
nothing.
impressive.
It doesn't mean
Like-
anything to him.
Like, bro, it's like, and that's actually the backbone of whatever city or economy that they live in, because everybody's using this dueling technology.
I'm sure even just like dog, like nah, like
you know.
I had issues, but this.
To put it into context, it's like having somebody as rich as Elon Musk, or like Elon Musk's son,
You said the
having
name.
major beef. Yes, it's already been mentioned. I don't care anymore. It's like his son, Exo Shalalo, having
Beep, bop, beep.
Shalalo having major beef against some kid from, I don't know, Kenya. And then he's never happy up until he beats up this kid. It's like, this kid still beat me. I'll never be satisfied with my life.
No, and then he like changes his whole life. He like tanks all the companies. He like tanks all of the stock. He's like, I have to dedicate all of the company funds to destroying this one kid in this game.
Because he needs to get away from his past trauma.
Guys, Kaiba doesn't make sense.
And then after that, you're just looking at you're looking at the big five, and like you guys were terrible characters, but you had a point. Like like you guys sucked as characters, but like yeah, I can understand if
I'm
a
with
company
them. At
if
this
a company
point,
was moving, like if a company was just losing like billions every day because of this guy's one obsession of a card game, I'd be like, yeah, no, I think he's not fit to run it, guys.
Like, Pegasus, please take over this company. I think they send an email to Pegasus. Pegasus, you're an adult. You're a grown ass man. I don't care about the glory eye thing of yours, but just you're a grown ass man. At least your business actions make sense. Can you please just take over this company? Because we don't know. Our retirement is hinged on this company. I don't want to die poor.
Hey dog. And this guy's training in the background like Batman now. It's like he's wasting money on trainers on top of everything else because he needs to learn martial arts. What is this kid doing? Oh, yo, why did you adopt this kid? You adopted him because you lost a chess game? Are you out of your mind?
Also, wait, doesn't Kaiba have that one bodyguard that's been with him throughout the whole show? And he keeps talking about how it's just me and you, Mokuba. If I was the bodyguard guy, I'd be like, but my guy,
am I a joke to you?
I've been here.
I cannot know. Like, am I a joke to you? Like,
Right?
No, that light I'd have been like Master Kaiba. You know what? Well, fuck you too, Kaiba. You know. What is it? Just because? Is it because I get a paycheck from you?
Like they fly into the most dangerous zones, keep flying. But sir,
No.
he's like keep going.
there's in the Abyss series. There's a part where the fair asks is like, name any employee, any of your employees by name. And Kevin's like, Mokuba. All right, good. Name someone else. There's like even the guy in the helicopter looks at him like,
Yeah, the same glasses suit guy. Glasses suit guy.
The whole staff is all quiet looking at him like. I think I'll send you. I'll put up the clip here as well because that one has to go in.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, dog. He is tanking this company. Yo, I don't understand. Anyway, we gotta move on. Let's quickly cover Yugi versus Marik.
The most useless duel of them all. Seto Kaiba gets the biggest pep talk from Ishizu and Mokuba. Seto Kaiba gets his mojo back after beating Joey because, of course, Joey tried to.
Why?
Joey's like, nope.
Also, that's the one time when I was just like, okay, I don't need this filler battle. Let's move on, please.
It ended in one turn. In one day. It's like it doesn't even use as an excuse.
you mean one episode?
It was one episode. I mean, yeah.
It felt like the writers needed to give Kaiba something because he lost, because he was so dramatic.
And now,
like, when I'm by myself, I only have myself to blame. It's like
even when he won, Joey was like still making fun. It's like, dude, you're taking this way too serious. Look at you. I managed to take control of your blue eyes dragon, and you busted a vein. Because what Kaiba did was summon another blue eyes to kill the blue eyes that's under Joey's control.
Wow.
So that he can summon another monster to end the duel. It's like, never, you're never going to take control of my waifu. How dare you sully my waifu with your disgusting Brooklyn hands.
I'm not gonna lie, I was annoyed at the fact that Joey just woke up because it kind of killed the whole Shadow Realm thing.
I don't know, dog. They killed it before because he also what's this?
He survived Marik's mind control.
Yeah, so it was.
Oh
just
yeah.
Look, Awali's right. Joey activated his magic power. It's more powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a hint. It's like even to look at his story arc, we get to see Joey's hidden potential. We see a hint of it when he first knocks out Marik out of his mind in his mind control back in the early part of the season, and then. And then he senses out, no, you are not the real Marik. The real Marik is somewhere here. I can feel him with my magic powers. And now he wakes.
I was expecting to see, like, when we went to the past, I was expecting to see a Joey character. Yo, Pharaoh! This guy is coming at you, bro! Pharaoh!
The Pharaoh would have executed him right then and then. It's like, send him out to be killed.
Hey, we shadow gaming here. No.
Take that thing away.
This is why I have mad respect for Dod's Shout out to Dance. We're not there yet, but shout out to Dance.
That's
Dance new. This guy needs to go.
Anyway,
Yes.
so then we begin with the Ishizu and what's good? Mokuba give Seto the biggest pep talk of his life. Mokuba, stop being a big dick. You got money, you got lives. You can see this man is clearly depraved and evil. Go help out Yugi. Like fuck this shit. Fine then, let's go. Yeah, Yugi, take this card.
Press the Mokuba button. Anytime you want Kaiba to do something decent, just press the Mokuba button.
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
And it's just like, and then also I want to ask Kaiba. I want to ask Kaiba during the Marik Yugi duel. I'm like, you didn't see people floating in the sky over there at all?
Ooh, it's some holographic nonsense. Clearly,
you didn't make it.
Clearly, Marik is hacking the system. Obviously.
That's why he specifically hacked the code to make a little Yugi and a good version of Marik that just starts disappearing limbs.
And that is by far the only interesting part of the duel. They duel, the gods appear.
But like I'm saying, there's black lightning on the outside. Like, yo, Kaiba, dog, you're magical. You're a magical, mystical bro. Like, you're a magical boy.
Nope.
Like, just
no magic. No such things. Never. Yeah. And then, of course, Odeon wakes up after Marik comes out of the closet and tells him that he's in love with him or something like that. I don't remember exactly what happens.
I would say that the voice acting for Marik was the best there. Because I was just like, at least the voice actor is just talking. Like, I could have used more of that in the build-up. Because that Marik voice, good God.
Then it's going on like, I never knew that it was I who killed father. I'm so sorry. It's like, what the hell? What do you think happened?
Like, dog.
And then I was like, then next thing I need to look at Ishizu, honey. Come on. Yeah. You're not gonna tell the person responsible for killing your dad as well. He was your father too, you know.
No, but I'm saying that dad sucked. Why is Marik apologizing? I'm just like, that dad was horrible. He upped like him and Yujiro in the same WhatsApp group.
Facts.
Because, like, dog, he was backhanding everybody.
What's up with Yugi and terrible fathers? There's not a single good father in this entire thing.
God. There's a good grandpa.
Also, Yugi never apologizes because, I mean, technically, the whole passing down the Pharaoh and
that was not his fault.
It's not his fault, but he could have at least been like, "Oh, damn, son, I should have probably instructed people better."
Well, I mean, that's why he saved Marik at the end of the duel. I think that was his apology.
I want to hear an apology.
No, it's not his fault. Like, I'm saying, the dad took it way too seriously. Like, to the point where even Odeon was like, I'm here, I can do this.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yes, and Vincante, no, he has to be a pure Ishtar. No, I just backhanded something off of my desk.
You backhanded Odeon spirit.
I mean, an acknowledgement of, damn, you guys had it hard. Would have just been nice. Like, oh, sorry, guys. You know? Instead of just, you are pure evil and I will destroy you. Would have been nice to just be like, you know what? You guys, it was my bad.
Marik was messing with him the entire time. Marik almost drowned him. So I'd also be hot if somebody was drowning me over a card game, dog.
Okay, fair enough. Marik did go.
Highlights of the
I'm saying, we even. You even mind controlled my girlfriend. You mind controlled my best friend. You sent grown men. Like Tristan had to fight 3 grown men because of. This 16-year-old had to fight 3 grown men while carrying a woman on his back. And he was like...
the way you describing things, forget Bakura. Marik put Yugi through the most.
That's the thing that annoys me because I'm like, in the first half of Battle City, Marik is trying to kill Yugi. Like, he's literally trying to kill him. And then by the time we get to the end where he's at his most evil, he just wants to duel and duel badly. I'm like, duh. Bring some of that first arc energy. Like, bring some guns in here, some knives, do some crazy.
Oh my God. Like that's what I'm saying is that in the beginning, Marik did the most. He even kidnapped them at some stage.
Yeah.
And then brainwashed them to use them against Yugi. And it's just like, you know what? I saved your soul, but don't expect an apology. Just go on about your business. The fact that I'm letting you go, I'm not calling the police. I'm not mind crushing you because you met like you know. Yeah, okay. I was a burden on your life. You messed with my
I
friend.
know at that point the Pharaoh was afraid to use man Christ because looking at Kaiba, he thought it might make things worse. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna use that. No.
I think the one thing I did like about the Yugi and Marik battle in the end was probably how Yugi won. Not necessarily because it was strategic or anything. It was just nice to see all the cards on the field
Yeah.
at the same time.
I
It was
still
just
don't understand
aesthetically
how
nice.
that works.
Ragnarok.
It doesn't make any sense. I agree with you. They look
Like,
What
and
about
then
it?
all the monsters just wrapped around Ra, and also
Yes.
Ra was underwhelming. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ra was just
No.
underwhelming. I don't see him as better than Obelisk or Slifer. I don't get the. And
know
also,
what's
that Merrick cheated hardcore because he was like, I use depolymerization,
Diffusion.
diffusion.
Yeah,
when I
that's
use-
Yeah, that's the one thing that came to mind. That like, okay, so then if you are a fusion, you're not supposed to attack at the very turn that you got fused. Then
No. Also, you're not a monster. You're supposed to be a player. How can you fuse with your monster and give it attack points? And then how can you defuse before the monster gets destroyed? I think what?
hacks.
Hey,
Like
Did he technically activate
no,
a trap card on Marik?
It was programmed by Kaiba, guys.
yeah,
Spell binding circle on Marik.
yeah.
Whatever Kaiba program is in the game, it's legal.
dog.
It at that moment it was the Wind Dragon of Ra again. It's like, oh, do I have to save your black ass again?
Yeah.
Okay, let me you know what? Just say this. I'll just do everything else. Oh look, he survived. Bitch, this is my last time I'm saving your ass. You hear me?
like Obelisk had a doper moment.
You must do an abridged episode just using Ra as a POV character.
God damn it, not this again.
He's like, dog, you have me out here against Ra and Slifer.
What against Obelisk and stuff? I swear to
Against
you,
the-
the gods were having a conversation or busy having a fight. It's like, oh, hi, Slifer.
These kids.
No. I'm sure Obelisk and Slifer were like, damn, man, you got a bad owner. Like, he put you against two of us? And he's using his life points? His
the
life
hell?
points.
Actual
How is it that he's using you and he's still losing?
Mm.
Does this make sense? What is he doing? Oh my god! Does this person even know how to play this game? My
Spill the
guy,
tea, girl. Spill the tea, girl.
my
Talk to
guy,
me. How's it going? How are you
my
doing,
guy,
Ra?
I'm doing
Are
the
you
best I
okay?
can. I'm so stressed. I'm so sick and tired of being in this man's deck. Can he just lose already?
Because at some point, Marik puts all of his life points into Winged Dragon
Except one.
except for one. And he would have won, I think, even if he attacked with like 1,000 or 2,000 less. So I'm like, this is overkill, bro. Like, just keep your. You need the life points.
And yeah, that Fiend Sanctuary card was supposed to redirect the attack straight back into Marik's into Marik. So he had only one life point, and he would have died. But oops! Like, oh god, okay, we are defused.
And I'm just like, but like that diffusion thing. That's when I was like, me I call hacks because I'm like, how? How?
Kaiba was like, I'll allow it. Like this looks looks cool as F. Like this all this holographic. You know this guy who hacked into the system? I need to hire him when this is over. Look at all this. This is some cool as
Look at
graphics.
Marik. Look at Marik without an eye.
This is the
Who
coolest.
coded that?
Is that a floating eyeball in the middle of the stage? This is the most best graphics I've ever seen in my life. But I mustn't let people know that, so I'm gonna keep it to myself.
No, but like the other thing is like Kaiba, you've seen people pass out. When have you ever played Duel Monsters? Even when you had your emaciated face when you were seeing Exodia for the first time, you didn't pass out.
Until Yugi decided to make you pass out for you. Like this, you didn't pass out. Bah! Alright, so highlights of that duel. I like the moment that Obelisk gave Marik a right hook. It's like, you know what, you had this coming for years. Obelisk, Ra somewhere in that duel was like saying, yes! Thank you, bro!
And then there was also that cool moment with Thingy. Which, how did he survive that? Because Obelisk gets infinite attack power, doesn't he?
Then he played this magic card. I forgot the class system, which means that only monsters with more stars can destroy another card. And since they're both god level, they have the same number of stars.
Oh. Okay.
The things I know about these duels, even though I didn't care about that duel at all. Anyway, long story.
Obelisk the strongest god card, basically.
He has to be. Like, everybody keeps saying it's Raw, and I'm just like...
It is Ra. Ra is immortal, sweetie. That Phoenix.
But he's like immortal for one turn, though.
Yes, and that one turn, you may have infinite attack points, but if the Phoenix clashed against infinite attack points, Obelisk is dying.
Yeah, plus I think you can do that whole thing. Yeah, the Phoenix, where you give up 1,000 life points and you can destroy anything you want. So.
Oh, okay. Then Marik sucked because I did not see any.
That's why I'm saying Raw was like looking for an out at this point. It's like, can someone competent use me?
I mean, Marik could have won. You literally could have just used multiple abilities in one turn. You could have just cleared the field with the Phoenix and then given his life points to the attack points and attacked, and then it would have been over.
But that it was too much of I'm the only one that understands the wind power of Ra.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Not even the Pharaoh!
the poor dragon at that point was like, please, just win. Like, oh no, Marik, look, all these god cards, all these monsters are surrounding me. Oh, look, I'm trapped, Marik. Oh, I can't do anything. Look, I'm being held by a full Nelson by Obelisk the Tormentor while Slifer is doing his Python thing. I can't do anything. Oh, I'm dead. Oh.
I have a question for you guys. If Yugi won that last duel, doesn't it technically mean that young Yugi's in the Shadow Realm and old Yugi can just live his life?
If Yugi did what?
If Yugi lost the battle against Marik, that would mean young Yugi would be in the Shadow Realm, and the Pharaoh would live his life, right?
That's what they don't imply that that's what is implied in the For You Kids version. However, in the Japanese dub, you actually learn that it was a double murder because Marik said without Yugi's body, the Pharaoh cannot possibly exist, so he's going to kill. Technically, I was going to kill them both at the same time.
Is the Piccolo?
Piccolo nail situation.
Yeah. So Master. So yeah, then the duel is over. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, any other highlights from the duel? Because I'm literally...
No, not really. I think that's it. Marik is, he did that thing where he became a playable character. After, like, he was the boss, and now he's...
Yeah, no. Also, shout out to the most cringiest line from Odin in this entire series. Master Marik, I will protect you!
Well, I mean, we've heard that so many times. So, I mean, Kaiba gives a lot of that stuff where he's like, if you don't give up my brother, I will bring upon you the power of the Kaiba Corporation.
And then I think the cringiest moment for me was yet again we're on Yu-Gi-Oh where an island has to blow up for no reason.
Yeah.
So they have to run.
He's like, if anybody's left on the island, Kaiba Corp will not be held responsible. No,
Yeah.
What? You brought them into the island.
That's murder. You thing.
But he didn't have to blow up the island. He literally just said, I want to blow it up.
Man has insurance, guys. Man has insurance. Stuff.
And then, of course, and coincidentally,
Dube would call Kaiba to tell him that his claims are rejected. He'd call him. He wouldn't even wait for a phone call. He'd be like, this guy, Hey, Wana Kaiba, listen here.
No,
man. Clientele can't. Not anymore. Lose this number. You're blocked. Okay? You're denied. We're actually going to call all the other insurance companies to make sure they deny you, Chief. We can't help.
Never again. Wow.
Call Jesus. Call Jesus. Maybe Jesus Insurance. Call Jesus Insurance. Yeah. Maybe he can rise from the grave and help.
Jesus will crash into that call. Like, don't involve me in this, my child.
Don't even think about it.
Ooh, no, child. No. No. The coffers of heaven are deep, but they're not that deep right now. Okay, not for that ego.
Well, the devil is like, do it.
Do it, Kaiba.
Okay, yeah. No,
And then
no,
I hate that Kaiba and Mokuba get lost again, and then it's another. It feels like that's
no,
such filler material. Oh god.
no. What happened is, look, I like it in the Abyss series. It makes it sound like Kaiba sabotaged the blimp because, like, what the hell? Why isn't it not switching on suddenly? Then they run into the helicopter, and I kid you not, the line they actually say in the story says, "It's a good thing that you were knocked out in that duel, Joe. Otherwise, this helicopter wouldn't be here." Imagine.
Ugh.
Imagine. Then, of course, they got into the helicopter, and then we were all waiting for Seto Kaiba and Mokuba. Like, oh no, they're going to die. It turns out they're in a big ass, the most ugliest jet I've ever seen in my life. I don't care what people are going to say about the blue eyes white jet. It's so ugly.
Also, it's
But
just more of Kaiba's
aerodynamic
dramatics.
anyway.
It's like, dog, you made a jet that looks like the dragon?
Yes.
I know you love the game, but okay.
Screw you kids, I've got money. There's another line from the Abyss series. Screw the rules, I've got money.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so it ends. They run into the highway. They run off into the horizon, and canonically speaking, we have another duel between Yugi and Joey, which, quote unquote, we don't know how it ends, but we all know how it
We
ends.
know how it ends.
Joey wins, doesn't he?
Against 3 god cards, no.
Like, no fair. You can't use those god cards,
I'm telling you, Joey's the best. We just don't know. He wasn't given a chance.
you know.
Did Joey defeat the Pharaoh?
But quote unquote. No. Wait. Because the reason for the Jew was to win back the red eyes,
Hey.
and in the next arc, Joey does have the red eyes. So
Yugi gave it to him.
all the fanboys are busy saying, "Oh God, he won!" Yeah. But let's be honest, guys. Come on,
Filler.
non-canon.
Yeah.
No, you know what Yugi did? He did that same thing he did in the filler with the little girl. He was
Yeah.
like, he needs this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, Ra was about to blast him. Like, say the word, Pharaoh. Say the word. Just say the word. It's like, you know what? I quit. Just hear.
You know what's funny? Yugi's title of the King of Games never actually helps him in any scenario.
No.
Ever.
No,
Like, no one's ever like, oh shit, it's the King of Games. How you doing? Like, no. Like, it never helps him.
Dog, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! You want to challenge the baddest. I mean, that's the whole
But no,
thing.
but
Also,
it's-
who's really the king of games? Is it you or is it Yami?
and that is the
Hey,
question.
to the world, it's Yugi. I guess to us, it's Yami. So,
Oh no,
Yeah.
we get an answer to that in the
Oh.
next season.
yeah.
We'll find out the answer to that in the next season.
Yeah, which still doesn't make sense to me, but we'll get there.
But then also, is the
Oh,
next
correction!
when
in the
is
final season,
Orichalcos?
it's this one that coming up next.
Oh,
I am
okay.
so stoked. I am so stoked. I love the Orichalcos arc. I know it's filler, but it's my favorite filler.
Well,
When
it,
it-
well, it was done really well.
and, and that annoying theme song, dum 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 dum.
I think that's where Kaiba and Yugi had to like team up or something, right?
Yep. I could give you a dissertation about the type of villain Dance is. Dance is an actual villain. All these other guys are like guys pretending to be villains, going up against kids. Dance is the only one who's got who's like a villain who's playing along with kids. He's not necessarily a kid playing along pretending to be a villain. That one hour.
Okay. At least I know I'm in for something good because I don't want to watch a filler and then I'm like, fair.
No, that one,
no.
that one, that
Because
one.
Noah was so hard to get through. Good gosh.
Look, I won't lie. There are plot holes the size of Kenya in this arc. I won't lie. But
The highs are high.
Plot
The highs
hole,
are high,
dog. We've been plot holing since episode 1.
it's Yugi. I mean, Yugi is supposed to be called the plot hole. That's what you should call Yugi, actually.
Like the fact that he drew Exodia and it's like nobody has drawn Exodia because it's supposed to be statistically impossible. But Yugi
How
did it.
is that there are 5 cards that on a deck of 40 cards? It can't be statistically impossible. There is a ratio to
I
it.
still don't get how his grandfather landed up in hospital. Like,
And he never has heart problems ever again. He doesn't go. My
and they
grandchild
didn't
beat
sue
Central
Kaiba.
Kaiba.
Hey,
Instant
Mai's supposedly 24, and she plays a prank on Joey where she takes his head and shoves it in her chest. So
Let's go.
Oh yeah, that happens in this episode.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, he felt the boobies on his
as,
chest.
as a 16-year-old, my mind would have been like, whoa. Now I'm 28, and I'm like, hey, that's illegal.
I grew up.
She better be 18, damn it.
And the sister was busy making pranks. It's like, oh, she's still unconscious. Oh no.
All I can say is Kaiba Corp has the best lawyers on earth. Because
yeah.
after sending an old man to hospital and he doesn't sue,
NDA.
No,
They-
after taking people to an island that you blow up, like they should just sue him alone for attempted murder. Like the fact that he even said Kaiba Corp will not be responsible. No, you are the most responsible. You are like this is your thing. Like the fact that people were getting attacked during your tournament by hooded men that you knew about is also liable for them to sue you. The fact that you were dueling on top of a building that had glass that would break if you lost the duel is also liable for you to get sued. The fact that
you're
your
giving
brother
hard
and
palpitations
yeah, no,
from
the
your
fact that people
hologram.
got kidnapped during your tournament and you did nothing about the kidnapping. You let the tournament continue. Bro,
Like getting mini strokes from your holograms, dog.
dog.
you know,
But
How
also, what was the point of the island?
Kaiba Corp would not last
For
one
drama.
second in the real world. In the real world, it would have been gone like tomorrow. Like it
You
would have
say
been
so.
so
You
much
say so. When
litigation.
Microsoft exists, Apple exists.
Oh wow! You know what? More controversial people.
They are way
We are-
more subtle. I'm saying they're way more subtle about the things that they do. Kaiba is full front and center. Kaiba Corp is not liable for this. I'm going to send this helicopter to save a girl from a falling thing, and I have no plan or anything about how that's going to work. And I'm going to use Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Why isn't the media covering this?
They were.
Oh, they
Not
were.
really. They didn't cover the
Yeah.
island.
They didn't come. They weren't invited to the island, but then it was said that they should have TV screens that should broadcast
But then why
the
was
duel.
Kaiba so dramatic? He was
And
dramatic for who?
And then guess? Oh no! So the duels will be relayed to the public up
Hey, you didn't go to
until
drama school for nothing, guys.
up
Acted out.
I'm saying that whole Coliseum, he showed it to no one. This is
Oh,
for
no.
Yugi.
You even hear Mokuba say that everybody can see the duel now too.
Okay, so basically everybody saw this kid shout Yu-Gi-Oh and transform into this.
And no, I was about to get to the worst part when Obelisk and Slifer finally clashed at the apex of the duel.
Yes.
All the television screens throughout the entire city exploded at the same time.
Didn't that moment, like, didn't we hear
How
like,
many
Egyptian
lawsuits?
music at that point?
What?
Didn't we hear like Egyptian music at that moment?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Like the power of Egypt is beginning to reveal itself, and I fear for us all.
Like the fact that also he had two people passed out on his blip and he was just like, my tournament stops for nobody. Dog,
Yeah.
the amount
What?
of
Kaiba was at his worst in this entire tournament. Let's be honest. Kaiba was the best and worst character here in this entire arc.
I was even sure if somebody died on that blimp, he was like, my tournament stops for nobody. Just
somebody
toss that
did.
thing off overboard.
No, you're right. Someone did die.
Wait, who died?
Bakura.
Oh, yeah, and he's just like,
Wait,
moving on.
never heard of him. Who?
Man has media and politicians both, guys.
And then what
Man
makes me
knows not to buy, who to buy,
and then
It's
what
not
makes me
able
who
laugh?
to blackmail.
Doesn't count.
And then what makes me laugh is that the Ishtar's ship followed the blip all the way to the island. Because they won. And then like, oh look, you saved me. I'm going back to Egypt now. Thank you, Pharaoh. Bye.
You know what? I've been meaning to ask you though. What's your beef with the Shizu? Because you've been hating on the Shizu.
Hey, it's been.
Say how you really feel.
Just
about
say it out, bro.
in a nice concentrated way.
Say it with your chest,
What's
man.
your beef with the Shizu? You've been jabbing here and there, but like, now's the chance to say what you want to say.
No, Ishiz is just so annoying. I'm sorry. I mean, the whole season, after she loses, she just becomes the biggest exposition voice to no one. She's busy going on like, Odeon, look! Summoned by the hand of the pharaoh, the first Egyptian god has arrived. The guy's in a coma. Odeon, look! The power of Egypt is revealing itself, and I fear for us all. Who are you talking to? Then obviously, she mysteriously goes and looks at Joey when like Taya's having a mini stroke. Oh, that's so evil. Do not fear. Ishizu.
I don't
The pharaoh
know.
was like-
Taya's friendship. I think Taya's friendship speeches still beat all of that.
Oh,
out.
and let's not forget the discussion she had with Marik in Ishizu's body.
Yeah. I don't know.
Body is like, sister, it's me, Marik. I'm going to confront my dark half. Nobody needs to go suffer and die. It's like, dude, look at you. You're literally in a dress. How do you think you're gonna stop your insane version? It killed your father. No, so
Fair enough.
No, I don't know. Like, I think Taya's friendship speech is, we are friends and we'll be friends forever, and we have friendship bracelets, and I am friends and we are friends, and friends and friends. It's like, okay, good God.
And let's draw our hands so we can be friends.
yes. When we meet next time,
When she has other dialogue, she's serviceable. But when that friendship stuff comes up, it's like, woman, okay.
No, that was a secret cult chanting thing, the drawing of hands thing.
I mean, it was like the only one who's slightly under Taya is Marik and his reiteration of his plan.
Yes. Over and
Good
over
God.
and over and over and over
Even
again.
when he's good, Marik, he was like, I did this plan so I could take the power of the... I was like, bro, if I hear you say Pharaoh one more time...
The power of the pharaoh.
Say
That
Pharaoh one
sentence.
more time.
Bro,
I
if
dare you. I dare you.
Say power of the pharaoh one more time. I dare you.
You know
I
what?
dare you. I double dog dare you.
English,
I
do you
disagree
speak
with
it,
you guys.
mother?
I disagree. At first, I used to hate it. Now I love it.
Why?
Say it again. It's so funny. Say it again. The Pharaoh. Like, I love it now.
It's like, you know, do you remember this show? I keep quoting it and I forget its name all the time. You know the guy who wants to be Sultan instead of the Sultan?
It's no good.
It's no good, yes. It's not good. He always says, I want to be Sultan instead of the Sultan. Every single episode. He reminds me of Marik.
God, I'm just like, bruh. Like, is it because people were watching week to week? Did somebody forget?
Day to day.
Don't forget they have a previously on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, God.
The Pharaoh. now out on Yugi.
Yeah.
The Pharaoh.
Yeah, like,
Coming-
it'll do previously on Yugi, and he'll be like, I will get the 3 Egyptian cards, I will get the thing, and I will have the power of the Pharaoh. Then the episode opens. Odeon, make sure to get the 3 Egyptian cards so that I can have the power of the Pharaoh. Pharaoh, I am here to duel you and take your 3 Egyptian cards so that I can have the power of the okay, dog. I was hoping for the Pharaoh to be like, yo, bro, okay, you want my power? You want my power? All right, can we move on, please?
And then in the next episode, I will get the Pharaoh was lucky this time. Next time I'll succeed in taking this 3 Egyptian god cards so I can have the power of the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh line, the other character, it's him. It's no good. It's Denzel Crocker from Fairy Odd Parents. These people have the most.
No. Don't forget Brain from Pinky and the Brain. We're gonna
Yes.
and rule the world every single episode.
All 4 of them need
Try
to
and
do
rule
the,
the world.
if they end up in the same in the room at the same time and say the catchphrases together, a singularity will form and the universe will be sucked in. That's how much of cringe it will cause. The whole universe will cringe, like, and then whoop. That's the end.
Like, people thought Vegeta was bad when he was obsessed with Super Saiyan. Bro, you haven't met obsession. You haven't.
No, we haven't.
Wasn't even close.
All right, guys. I think we should call it an end here.
All right, yes.
We've been gallivanting for I don't know how long, 2.5 hours.
Mm.
We're relapsing. Must continue.
Yeah.
This is a relapse. Mr. Awali, I'm so sorry for this terrible presentation. First, our co-host was stuck in the shadow realm,
Sorry about that.
and then
Literally the shadows.
my what do you call it? My script reader, my what is it?
The
Teleprompter.
teleprompter.
My teleprompter said the geek spot instead of Nerdgasm for some reason. So so I introduced the wrong show for some reason. So I do apologize for that. So we usually are far more professional than this. Please, we're gonna invite you for
We
another
lack
show
the power of
so that you see how
Speaking
professional
of the
we
movie,
actually
dude.
are.
The
Right?
movie of this, the final movie of the chapter between Kaiba and Yugi. God, I want to speak about that.
Oh
So
God.
badly.
I'm so we'll come for that movie. I'll have to watch the final movie, not the one Disney made with the shining blue eyes or dragon. That one.
Which one? Which one? It's the one.
Is it the one with the Black Eyed Peas soundtrack?
I
There's
don't
a
know.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Black
I
Eyed
haven't
Peas
watched it in a
soundtrack.
while. But it
Yeah,
was the
there's-
final movie that came out.
There's the
of
one that
the-
came out recently where Kaiba was
Yeah.
trying to get Yugi back because it's like he misses his old rival for some reason.
Mm.
Guys, I have a question for you. No?
Hi.
Did any of you guys watch any of the other spin-offs?
No.
I tried GX.
I watched GX.
I watched
like,
the GX
a little
briefly.
bit. That was about it.
I watched only half an episode of GX and I thought, no, they ain't for me. Sorry.
Yeah, no, GX wasn't landing for me. eh?
Yes.
Where is my dark magician?
I actually
mean,
preferred. Do you guys remember Duel Monsters? The battle zone.
Oh God, I
Yes,
know that
dude.
thing.
It was like
Duel
a parody.
Masters.
It was a parody of Yu-Gi-Oh. It was so fun.
And it gave me the ick all the time. Do you know I still remember some of the monsters' names?
Wow.
Earth, purifying elemental, evolve into Alcadeus, Lord of Spirits. Every single time it just pops into my head. You know what? Hyperfixation can be a curse. Don't look at people saying, "Oh no, ADHD gives you superpowers." Sometimes you remember things you don't want to remember. I'd rather have an entire thing, and it keeps on power. I find myself walking down the aisle at checkers and suddenly evolve into Alcadeus, Lord of Spirits. I'm like, oh God, why?
Imagine in high school, you're like, you know what, sir? I might not remember this equation,
Mm.
but I remember that Marik wants to hurt the pharaoh.
No, I know it's important that I understand the quadratic equation. But trust me, I'm gonna remember Alcadeus, Lord of Spirits from an anime I don't even care about.
You know what's
Bullshit
hilarious?
What?
Quick side story before we wrap up. You know what's hilarious? I had this math teacher, and you know what she did?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to calculate the area underneath something, and
Yeah.
like it's just like, she took a batarang and she put it on the board, and she's just like, yeah, calculate the area under this batarang, and we as kids were like, whoa, we calculated the area of Batman. We gonna make ourselves our own batarangs. What?
And that's how it worked. You know, I wish I had that. I might have been
He
done
got
better.
fired the next week, but yeah.
Because of the veteran.
Yeah, no, they didn't like the way she was teaching.
But she was the only one who was engaging the students. Come on.
But I think I remember you were having this conversation with someone on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah,
And You said that you liked this lady because she was actually making it fun for you guys.
Yeah.
Then the powers that be is like fun at school. What on earth?
Yeah, it was. We were sad. We were big mad about it.
Anyway, before we start going flashbacks about our school days, let's close
Yes,
this thing
okay.
out. To anyone, and I mean anyone who's lasted in this point, you guys deserve a cookie. You
Our
deserve,
podcast take 3 days to finish. Chief.
yeah, so
3
here's-
days.
Go.
Wanda, if you want, if you want, please message below. We owe you a cookie, and also please we also tell us. We'll send you a sick note from work to tell you why you couldn't come to work today because it was our fault. We understand that so that the employers do not fire you. We will sign those contracts. Okay.
This is anime time zone. This is that Goku 24.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So-
only been 10 minutes of your life. I just seems like 2 hours because it's anime time.
It's anime time, but
Yeah.
it's only 10 minutes.
This takes place in the same
Namek.
timeline that it took for Namek to blow up.
Yeah,
True.
it's only been 5 minutes. So, in the count of 3, you're gonna wake up and realize it's only been 5 minutes. Okay, 1, 3. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your listening. This is the end of this wonderfully short episode. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Bye.